Hello. Are we ready for some more Americas? Yes, I was watching the football. Yes, I'm late. Yes. It was worth it. Again, the last 2 days have been very interesting football-wise. We got C9 versus G2. Oh, my camera isn't working. Good. It is working now. Let's go. Right, again,
Look, teasing he was going to play some of the other agents. I'm hoping to see some neon. Yeah, I'm totally on board. Some clip stage too. I think they're back. Okay, you agree with this?
Completely agree. No notes.
Okay. No,
Thank you, Sajenti, for the 25 months. Now there's a fucking fan right there. There's a fucking fan.
Haven is the best.
Are you in the Discord, Sajenti?
I could get 3.
Yes, it is the best map in the game. Period. I will die on this hill, even though I think a lot of people would be dead on the hill with me.
Yeah, that hill.
That hill will be quite large. Yeah. You know, it's like a mountain, actually.
Hello there, Zolwax.
Wait, Bala.
I don't know.
You don't know?
What are other options?
What would be a better map than Haven?
I really like Split, personally.
Okay, I mean,
think
that's
that's one
Split
of
is
the
nice.
What about Piazza?
No, yeah, that's the thing, man. When a map becomes a judge map, then it's like, but like if you take out the judge, I think Split's the best map.
Let's just take out
I'm going.
We should do
So,
that. Number
if
one.
you take out the judge, Split is the best map, but the judge is in the game, so.
I mean,
I
Haven
am,
can
but
be a
I'm
judge
currently
map
not
too,
gaming
so, like,
a
let's
lot.
disregard that. I think
Imagine.
Haven's my favorite pro play map right now. Split has been there in the past, but I think just because Haven's been gone for so long, I'll go for that.
God, Fracture in the current method would go fucking crazy. In fact, actually might be.
You lose the round, you lose the game. It's an
FPS game.
Leon Crew, thanks for the 4 months as well.
It's going to be a great one because these two teams have faced off against each other so
Classic
many
late. I'm
times
not that
already,
late though, am I?
and
Look,
each
there's
time
still a
they have, it has
ticker in
been
the top
exciting. It's
left that says
Cloud9
8,
facing off
7,
against
6,
G2
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Esports. VCT Americas, as always, starts right now.
Yeah, and there was an insane finish to the Italy-Croatia game, so I was watching that. What do you want me to do? Yesterday there was an insane finish to Hungary-Scotland. Today, insane finish to Italy-Croatia. God, what a throw from Croatia. What an absolute throw. There is only one game today. Will this be a banger? It might be a bit crazy. I think Cloud9 might have cooked some stuff up. Whether they can actually use that stuff or whether it will be any good, we'll see. Probably the game really just depends on whether Oxy is good.
Coming for revenge.
I'm not gonna say anything, but it's a fluke. Just kidding, of course.
Oxy getting ready. There's that first headshot there. The Odin is down from the pain shells to push him back, and he makes some noise to fake that he's falling back while he has that support from Zep at close range.
Yeah, only one game today, so we're not staying up super late,
I
thankfully.
think there's probably the longest standing core in Valorant outside of Paper X. Those guys have been playing together for, I don't even, like 4 years. They had a really good run in Shanghai. Excited to play them and hopefully get revenge for them knocking us out of playoffs.
It's kind of like the same image we had during our guard days where we were stomping everyone and, you know, made our name for ourselves in stage 1. A lot of teams in the league probably think we didn't deserve it. It's a big target on our back.
After Jonah P through that flash. Also gets that big trades coming through. One player left. Jonah P's finding some footing here.
Incredible play throughout the series from the young team in G2.
In between the maps, I think we'll do my pick'ems. We'll do my pick'ems video in between, and chat, you'll get to join in. How about that? Oh, no, mute. Don't give me this mumble rap stuff. Yeah, I was watching Croatia, Italy. It's like it ends at a perfect time for this, you know? Tomorrow, the England play. You all excited for fucking England?
Valorant.
XJax32. X, thanks for the 12 months.
1 year with my best friend TMV. Cheers to plenty more, pal.
This is Valorant. Heritage.
No. Candy Andy, thanks for 17 months.
Hey.
Peepo, hey. Hello.
You get shot, you lose the round.
Meldrops, thanks for the 8 months as well. A lot of subs in a row.
Thoughts on ISO in pro play so far?
Kind of what I thought it would be
This
anyway,
is
right? Like a
Valorant.
What the fuck is with all the subs all of a sudden?
Heritage.
J Vale, thanks for 21 months.
21 months. Here's my monthly check-in.
Thank you. Yeah, ISO and Pro Play, like, good on Icebox. Maybe not as good on anything else. I mean, I imagine like, well, you could play it on Abyss as well once that's in the pool, but I think you want, if you're gonna play on anything other than Icebox, I think you have to play Double Duelist. Because otherwise I don't think it makes sense. I think as a Double Duelist comp, it could work. Because it's going to help with the timing of making sure you're getting good use and value out of the shield. Because you're going to be playing an incredibly fast tempo. And that is going to make it more likely that ISO is useful. But yeah, Cloud9 versus G2.
Why are we watching a game that doesn't affect C9 legacy?
That's a fair point. It's a fair point. I think that my personal prediction is I think G2 will be very good. Even without the extra time, I think that they will have improved a lot from their run in Shanghai. Personally, that's my thought. Maybe we'll be wrong. Look like we're playing Ascent first. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty decent. Now, Cloud9 are in a very good spot, results-wise. They finished 5-1, I'm pretty sure, in the last group stage. So, really, they only probably need, like, one more win. And they'll probably be in playoffs, I would have thought. Oh, is it 4-1? Were they 5-1? Ascent, Icebox, Lotus. So, Icebox, I mean, I can definitely see Oxy playing ISO on this.
How do you go into a game like this needing to...
Considering Cloud9 picked it, I definitely think that might happen.
It's time for my team to play. I'm not a C9 fan but might become one just for fun.
I mean, Alpha, the rule is basically that if you've got the team in your name, you have to support the team, like General Gen G. You know, General Gen G was not a Gen G fan, but now is the biggest Gen G fan. If you have someone's team in your name, you have to be a fan, I think.
So feel like that's a bit of a...
Because otherwise, how? So anyone who has put the words GE next to each other, or EG, you have to be a GE fan or an EG fan. Anyone who's got Bleed in their name, unlucky. You have to be a Bleed fan.
To Ascent, where Cloud9 in stage 1 really struggled.
G2 on Neon? G2 are playing Neon? Really? Holy shit.
And yeah, there it is. But it's going to be from the side of G2, the team that has theoretically had less time to practice with it.
Bro, I will pop off if this is like the Icy era, him on Neon. We find out
okay,
he's a
that's
god,
interesting.
A movement god. I'm all in. I'm all in.
Yeah, I mean, I need to figure out what the comp is around it, though. I think the synergies are something that people aren't really...
Am I political? I would say so, yes. Kale Boo, thanks for the 3 months.
That's an interesting one.
Is Neon broken now?
So they have to be an FBX fan? I think, yeah, you have to be wherever Autumn plays, you have to be a fan. Frag is Icon 1, thanks for the 9 months as well. Any mods in chat? Nick doesn't mod, so I guess no. No Nova Scotia, no Canada man.
I'm not necessarily saying
by the end of it, all the
I can do it, hold on.
I hate it.
There's a Ascent.
All right, and we got the Jet for C9.
We don't even have an Ascent on here.
You know, pretty much the agent that he's just been popping off
Ascent.
with that raise.
I don't know whose pick it is.
For them to
I think it's G2's, but you don't need
it. Looks like they're...
Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it looks like they're just headed to the standard stuff.
Yeah. Wait,
so they're
hold
just
on.
playing it with a Neon.
Should I say it for you? No deadlock? No Cypher?
Probably not. I know, which is disappointing. I hope Moose at least plays Cypher. I love his gameplay on that agent. He is so talented.
What's the best ice cream flavor? Good question.
Interesting. So no breach, like you said.
So just a normal comp with a
the
Neon.
Breach
Interesting.
with Neon makes so much sense, and I feel like in a map that is so op dominant, like Ascent, I don't know how Neon's really gonna fit into this. It feels like they're gonna have to play something completely different than what we're used to.
I'm ready to see some deep pop flashes for that Neon, some tile split kind of play, just ending down mid.
This DMV, can I give you some hope as a Navi fan?
Let's go ahead and get this grudge match underway, shall we? And send it over to your casters for the call. It's Bren and Soich.
Hope for Navi. they play an easy group the rest of the way, so they'll probably win 3 games and still make playoffs.
Bound to be a banger, man. It's a weird one in terms of the expectations.
And then probably lose
that's
to like
kind of been alluding to, right? Because in my mind, I think of G2. I think of them as being like one of the most consistent teams that we've got in Americas. And Cloud9 seem to be.
Did I just read your ice cream question and not answer? I did. Because I don't really have much ice cream. I kind of just like chocolate ice cream.
3 and 3 for G2. So it's almost the opposite, right? It's painting a different picture for us.
Mint choc chip is okay.
We'll see how this plays out. Cloud9 are an interesting team. They could definitely play up to a very high peak.
I'm interested to see what G2 have been cooking. Like the desk
like
was
mint
saying,
choc chip is like good in a little bit, but not. See, strawberry I used to like as a kid, but now I fucking despise it.
So that's what I'm paying attention to here. No wall being bought
okay, G2
on this pistol round strategy. So just looking to try to send
on attack side, but with the neon,
Rooney
honestly, they
the
might benefit from that. So
Isolated pretty alone here. It's only going to have the market players to really help him out here. And there's the reveal onto Oxy.
So does he want to carry on with this?
Yeah,
no.
It's going to put a pause into G2.
C9 come for their straight flood. I mean, this is in general is how you should play against C9. I think.
Grenade, 2 flashes,
you know, by
paranoia.
forcing them over across now,
and
like they can't really take any A control.
So causing C9 to panic just a little at the start there has given them that utility advantage. And G2 so happy to slow it down. In the middle of rounds, at the start of rounds, at the end of rounds, anytime, slow it down.
They are definitely one of our most slow-paced
game
teams.
Aside.
I like to refer to that as cerebral, Brett.
Cerebral?
Okay, Fred,
yeah,
over.
like,
a lot of you went G2.
Travel agent sells you a cozy apartment to go and stay in.
Yeah, some people also call it quite slow in terms of the gameplay, but this is
just
anything but it. Quite explosive straight through, and now essentially the round wrapped up. Only 2 players left standing. Leaf got main control. It's up to Moose and Rooney to try and retake this one from Heaven, but pistol
hold
round
it down at the back of the site.
Essentially, Rap's going to take a miracle.
Show, or is that Oxy show?
Nowhere near to go back onto online. And the post-plant setup. You can expect discipline in spades from this G2 team. As soon as one player takes a contact, it's heroics from Moose, but nothing past that point.
Okay, nice from G2. Good start for them. I mean,
G2.
yeah, I don't know if this was their actual idea. I think they did want to do a fast B exec.
America's team of recent times.
But I think early on against a team like Cloud9, kind of heavy faking an early exec and baiting them out into a deep rotation.
Happy to slow things down, make it very difficult for Cloud9 to figure out where they were going. The execute when it actually.
I think it's a good idea against Cloud9 because they, like you might have seen on the map, like these guys were sprinting across. These guys got to like back here. All 5 of Cloud9 were in this square. And I think, you know, once we get to that and then you slow the round down,
on the other side of things as he tries to battle through. But
you know, obviously then it becomes, well, now you can't do anything. And I think that's the Cloud9 want to play a game where they can fast flood on you.
I think over the course of the series,
so I think faking a lot of execs and then slowing it down is
patch and
quite a
meta.
good idea.
Shifted a lot of things in different directions. Duelists are coming more into focus. Is it more individualistic? Who really knows? But could be prime for Oxy to really do some work on this round necessarily, unless he gets lucky with the right click. Still has that dash active, but it's going to be fading away.
Yeah, brutal actually. Thought that was going to be the timing that G2 chose. And they're happy to go back over towards where Leaf is playing. There is an opportunity for Oxy and Valenti to go for a peek, but it's really just all classics on the other side. C9 would have to get very lucky with the lead on exactly where G2 are ending. And yeah, 4 players caught in that. You're just going to be sending it to B.
G2 should want nothing to do with it. 40 seconds left.
I think these are the only moments where G2 look like they're seriously can be caught in trouble is when they allow the time to tick down and they're heading into a stack. But that's not the case here, obviously. They know from that 0 point most of C9 were on the other side. But, you know, sometimes the time can work against them when Valen likes to call these slow-paced pauses in the round. And that's where Vanity's going to be trying to get the edge, is figuring out...
Hey, me too. Have you been watching the Euros?
On where Valen's trying to end before G2 are set up to go for it.
Croatia didn't deserve to win. I mean, they're not very good. It's the problem.
Quite slow ending to this round as well.
Yes.
Cloud9 just going to be waiting.
Is this a neon method?
See if some kills get hunted.
I mean, Trent's actually only 3 away from getting his ult online as well, so they're definitely going to try and fight.
I guess slightly.
Press forwards.
I wouldn't say meta is strong.
2 remaining kills. Trent's going to go for it.
Leaf steals the final one. All right, well. Didn't need that Hunter's Fury online.
Yeah,
anyway.
but Italy are also shit. Switzerland are gonna be Italy. I feel very confident about that.
We're gonna have some set strat here. Mel broke
like Switzerland are pretty good.
Ascent round that we saw earlier.
Italy are not.
You can't do the same thing again because that involved an updraft dash onto site, but you can do something similar. There are neon walls that you could throw through the windows in B main. Neon wall exec into A is very strong as well. And you never really know where the neon's going to pop out with a KO flash. So I'm expecting that G2 will.
The only thing about Switzerland is I think they can struggle to score a bit. Joyful, thanks for 11 months, but they look like a team that knows what they're
doing.
doing.
To do a little bit of defaulting before he picks an execute. Oh, and this is fast, actually.
Yeah, Icy's already straight up through into the connector, but he stuns himself up and flashed up. It's the underhanded.
Oh, that was kind
just
of
from
shit.
Zephyr. Nanastorm's going to go
I
flying
do think that
just to the backside of Jenny, but it's a stalwart defense currently by Cloud9, and they are dominating every single
not really
position.
G2's game. This is the thing. It's weird that they picked Neon. They've had less time on it. I mean, just based off that alone, he does not look like a.
Didn't quite work for G2 at all. Icy's going alone from tiles.
Like, Jogamo is going to make everyone else's Neon look fucking dog shit other than, like,
but he's pinching the players over by tree way before the A main.
Like, that's the thing. If you've got Jogamo on your team, I would say, yes, this is a Neon method. If you've got most of these Neons, then no.
Like that, where everything feels super heavy from the Neon through tree. It's got to play your players in from A main.
A little bit disjointed, but another buy round on either side.
Did he use ISO twice? I mean, surely if they play Lotus again, they'll play Neon.
Recon up top, seeing if they can counter spell.
Rather than ISO again, surely.
There was a lot more Odin usage.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I legitimately. I mean, okay, Icebox, you're probably not going to play Neon, but like,
teams when they went over to Shanghai,
you could legitimately play Neon on every map with Jogamo playing the way he does.
Makes it more difficult to go and take that.
Because no one will have ever played it against anything like it. It's just such an advantage because no one will ever.
From G2. As always,
have played against us.
And they're doing a great job with
okay, big round for G2. They kind of a must win.
They did a great job.
C9 obviously with the flawless, their money's
punishing him as well.
Kind of good.
He still actually found a lot of value on defense. He had a over 1 rating on defense. But on the attack side, when Oxy was trying to entry, he was held in check heavily.
He's going to be missing a dash for this one, but he can hear all of these bodies in front of him with the bunny hop in. Icy just barely going down. The trade was online, and that was the point of it. Moose is tucked, very committed into this position again. It's a little bit laboured, a little bit
one guy
messy.
back on site.
Still
Rooney
towards
just,
the back of the side as
Rooney
Rooney.
just needs one. As long as he just
now.
doesn't die without
Players trying to get themselves in. A supportive flash from long distance.
All they really
Zephyr helping him out.
there.
Util good enough, but it's again just even exchanges almost. Trent now left in this 1v2. Plant has to commit it. Only 13 seconds left. No players pushing his position just yet. Doesn't really have any util either, and he's going to try and at least win out this fight, but it's a 1v2, and
always a
tough down by the bullets.
To push stairs.
Side by side, Cloud9.
He probably didn't have time to come and push lane.
Had to pick a side there to go to try to fight in the 1v2, really. It was either that or just cowering back.
Okay, nice from C9. This will be an eco now for G2. Again, not sure if Icy didn't have a slide. I would guess not, because otherwise you have to use it.
Giving up 2 there. And this fake over towards tree didn't really pull too many people away.
Didn't use another one back.
Things that you could
like as soon as like
with the neon,
again, maybe he didn't have a second one. I don't know. But if he did, like, you should be sliding there, really, right? Like as soon as you hear a gun. As soon as you hear someone shoot, you just fucking...
baby. That's all that matters. Yo, what skin you want? No,
He was talking about skins going into it. Yeah, I mean that just captures the personality, I think, of Cloud9 pretty.
I don't love this. Why the fuck are you gonna share from those things? Floritus, thanks for 24 months.
I will go to sleep, Lamau.
I had to time you out, Floritus, earlier on in the Discord.
Rough time in there, actually, for Oxy. I think he had that one dead to rights if he'd stayed on the angle.
Yeah.
What was that? What?
C9 have now...
I don't even know what you...
Operator online, Odin online. Economy still has a buffer
like,
on most of the people. Rooney and Zephyr.
What did he do? He sent a fucking GIF in the Discord that was...
G2, big hill to get back up.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Having this operator as well. Good time to highlight that.
Shouldn't have
Mel
been
mentioned. When you're opting in for the neon, experimentation on a set.
I don't even know
very op-heavy
where
map.
you even got it from.
A lot of defensive protocols and setups rely on your jet getting value with that one. You can
elaborate.
You can put an op in the neon's hands, but hang on. Wow, this is Moose going to be under a tremendous amount of pressure.
Showing
really stand up to
insinuating
the
a sexual act with a Subway sandwich.
For G2, still going to be jumping their way into the side, blinded up. The flashes,
it was not
supportive
safe
util, quite working out in their favor. Jonah P cleaned up. 2 players left tethered into this site position now, and Leaf's going to have to go walkabouts really and make some magic happen.
Remember, Trent pushed previously. So C9 just waiting, trying to play cautious.
And spam, paranoia is good. It's fantastic, in fact. Catches onto almost everybody. Valen is left now. 1v3. Only the one, and there's that Odin. Putting in the work.
Again, another B retake for C9. They seem pretty decent at this
C9,
so far.
The defensive protocol over towards B when Moose is just in back sight alone.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying to be the anchor there that the rest can flood defend off the back of.
I see he had a slide out dying in market. Well then, that really is making me question why the fuck they put him on Neo.
But there's constant flashes coming over the top from Zephyr.
Again, it's like, surely...
It's top notch right now.
But I think Valen's
you just
smart
slide,
enough to
like
read
any
into the way
direction,
that
just slide and
G2
you don't even die.
Sorry, the way that Cloud9 are playing. You know, if you run a B exec...
Again, I'm just trying to think, like, what would Jogmo do in there? And he's fucking sliding. Even if he doesn't know he's there, he's jumping around, he's hopping around, and he's sliding. Jogmo would actually see him, because he's going to quickly check the corner and it's going to come up on his map.
0 point towards the back and see if Trent can get a kill with it.
We'll see. Plenty available to them, just a slide from Icy. Gets himself into it.
Nice try, but they pushed up mid.
From Oxy. Walked all the way up Cat.
That had to be a ridiculous shot, I think, just as the smoke was blooming. Still, this lockdown is going to be placed down towards the feet. Got to be respected now by Cloud9.
Okay, the ult got suppressed, so they're trying to ult.
Cancelled there by Valen. He was trying to get himself into the side. Zephyr not being cleared off this
angle. Trying to ult to plant,
really struggling to even
which I think is a good idea, but
a foothold to even get past the initial choke point. All the spam, I think, that was just being provided from the Odin.
It was kind of perfectly timed.
Good utility now, though, to push back any of those defenders. Should allow G2 access to the site.
Barely in, struggling, waiting for the smokes to come back up. At least one of them to block it, but now they can finally move forwards. Cloud9, locked down of their own being used. Doesn't actually cover the whole section of the site, but his post plant is dire right now from G2. Hunter's Fury out for a despawn, just to buy them a bit of space and time to work with. Here's a kill. Potentially a second tag, definitely softening up a lot of these players here.
Great
G2 will have to pave their way out of it. And how can you do it? The spam from all these angles. Again, the post plant is not ideal. Corralled, collected into the corner. Not too much more you can play for, but a shot missed and whiffed there from Icy. A follow-up just not coming through from
2v2,
Zephyr.
what a scrappy round.
It's a 2v2. Damage being done, but it just can't find these kills. These last few players, and it's left up to Rooney. Just with the Odin, has to get out of
well played by Icy. I mean, just crouching down here, just hiding.
Like
I mean,
C9 should have been able to get into
yeah.
It's a nice reactive ultimate from
very scrappy round. Weird round with a lot of ults.
Were used.
This overall was kind of clutch though. Like, I talked about this in my video with 100 Thieves, how like he didn't react to this overall when he should have done in one of the rounds.
Look, they're in a 4v3
like, this was like a perfect
in the
timing,
round.
right?
Trade comes out and Icy on super weak health manages to pick up 2 in a very pressured position. Doing a good job. Those are the kind of spots actually where I would normally expect
it was a
C9
chaotic round
to have an advantage. This is the A split strat. This is what Icy did last time when they went for that full A crunch. But last time Icy just ran straight in, stunned, and ended up going in a little too early. This time it's part of a fake, a default for a bit of mid control. Think about that wall. It actually lets you get really close to Oxy if he was AWPing.
Yeah. You should cover as well from any flashes or darts. There is some mid-aggression on display by Cloud9.
Oxy's actually looking for a fight through B main.
But he's got knives, so he's never going to come to the turret.
And Leaf, it's now his job to try to... Oh, they were thinking about going and taking some B main control,
but they were.
Opted not to go into it. Someone cancelled the call.
So again, it's a cautious tail here by G2. Nothing too eager at the beginning.
Yeah, and the fact that they're not taking B main control, I think, indicates this is almost certainly ending A. And that's what Rooney's thinking right now. This, I think it's just a fake, though.
Okay.
And look, Oxy's ready. He knows it's a fake.
It's going to be catching the spike, potentially, with this kill. Yep, dropped out. This is the nightmare scenario. But Oxy, this guy is known for the game sense. Well, not quite a game sense, but a mechanical ability still this time. He has single-handedly won them this, surely.
I mean, it's 50. Yeah, he must have done. There's no way that they can win this round.
They have to recover the spike, and there's absolutely no chance of it, man. Oxy, he can just play his timing. Look at this guy. Working him in the neutral. 4 on it. Can claim the ace.
No ace,
Rudy,
but well
he
played.
just wins the round by sitting back in pizza.
Yeah, enough's been done there.
So the turret
good
goes
work.
down,
The
or gets
time
recalled.
very
I'm not
much
quite
going
sure.
against G2. They actually got a lot of
Fixes
value out of the
great
push through
timing.
into A. They just
Trying
didn't
to
have the
run a
spike, as you
fake.
mentioned.
Yeah,
I think that's a massive
Nice play,
oversight,
Voxy.
though, from G2. You know that you
No,
don't
not know
have
he's
B main
behind. Well, that's the
control.
thing. I think with
Leaf
the
was
with the
going in that
knives, it's
direction.
harder,
They
right?
didn't
It's
want
harder to
take the
know
risk
where
of
it's come from.
challenging Oxy, which, fair enough, this guy's a beast.
But
as soon as the turret goes down over towards B main, you have to anticipate that even if he's not pushing out to get kills, he's pushing out to get info and knows that it's an A split. These are the kind of things that Valen should be able to recognize.
Okay, we're actually on an eco because of that. We do have the neon.
Just trying to deny this one. Judge in play from Vanity. Oxy, operator! He nails the shot. Easy as. Not too much danger left into this round, really, for G2 to work with. And Oxy, of course,
Felt like a
taking
bit of a
liberties.
half-baked. Again, we're trying to go for this
slow walk up mid.
Split
Near the
with the
footsteps.
ult, I guess.
Near Valen.
Simply no need to do this in a
Yeah,
5v2, but you know, Oxy's going to do what Oxy's going to do. He's getting good information for the team, but I think they had a pretty good understanding that everyone was around there anyway. Vanity cleans up with 3.
Okay, C9, we might get a timeout now.
That's so
G2. These
silly.
last couple
I don't
rounds
think
have been a
Vanity
bit.
meant to miss the one-way in A main. Maybe he's just Giga Brain there and deliberately threw the smoke on the floor so that he could spam into. But either way, C9 pretty easily wrap up another anti-eco. And
here's the
G2's
timeout.
economy has been a massive problem for them in this attack half. Broadly speaking, because they lost rounds 3 and 4. They gave away
Again,
the
I don't
bonus
think we've
without
seen the
really
true
doing too
neon
much
value
damage,
just yet.
and then lost very pivotal rifle rounds.
Yeah.
So plenty of these rounds that C9 have got online have been simple for them because they have big rifle advantages. And the Cloud9 economy pretty much hasn't been touched this entire time. They're going to be able to buy out for the rest of the half, even if they were losing, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's flourishing at this point. Forcing the timeout from G2.
Yeah, and I think
Has Icy
really
played
the big
Neon
issue
before in
here
VCT?
is Oxy. He's running around the map. He's finding, even if he's not
that I
finding
know of.
all of the kills, he's still finding opportunities to disrespect the presence that G2 puts around.
I
the
do
map.
remember when Victor
A lot of
played
people might
Euro
be
1
scared to
Ascent.
take
Yes,
extra
that was
peek.
a
Oxy, and when he does take the extra
interesting
peek, he's either
time.
going to take a duel, or he's going to realize there's no one there, and that
That's
gives his
2
IGL
years
more
for
information
winning.
about where Valen is actually trying to
CN
go.
with 2 years.
So you get huge amounts of value if you
Some of
have
the OG fans fucking
confidence to
coming
just
out.
take those more aggressive positions. And for G2, they've got to punish that. No two ways around it. Now, Icy no weapon should indicate that this is a fast piece. Some kind of B split through market, perhaps?
Yeah, surely
So
with
we're
the
gonna go
ult in the back
for
pocket.
similar idea, but
We'll
just
see.
piece, but it's probably wall across here again. I don't know why. I
Oxy's
don't know why
gonna
he does it
be
straight
hopping
across.
through. Odin to set him up and support him onto that line-aside angle. Does he anticipate this, though? Leaf is going to be tucked into that corner.
They're trying to bait Oxy into over-pushing.
They really are. Pressed, can't find it. Icy, bit of a fake.
They did get
in terms
Oxy,
of the
though.
presence of what they're going for here. Trying to see if they can pull players over towards A, but the rest of them just get into the B site.
It's kind of a nice fake there, actually. It accomplishes what they wanted, but Icy and Jonah P didn't get anything on the other side. They sold it, but they would have been hoping for at least a kill.
And a swarm, they're being pushed back.
This is going to be a very difficult post plan.
Yeah, it really is. They don't have B main control. G2 going to be struggling with this one. Cloud9. Numbers advantage, health advantage.
This is Valorant.
One getting suppressed there, that's gonna make
G2 to
them
really
guys
need to get
still here, although
proactive.
Crazy.
One at least for their troubles. Leaf just finds it, backs away. Dart reveals it. Surely spam on ball again. He covers the angle. The swing is immaculate.
Wow, well played by G2.
Rooney.
Well played by
Come down
Lee.
to this. Low enough, Dart just needs to be dodged and avoided. Shot Dart's flying forwards, but already with the time ticking, he realizes it. Job's done, it's finished. No more chances into this one. Can play for the exits though. He knows that money is a potential problem, but
do they keep them?
The bullet tag potentially slowing them down. No, everybody gets away with a rifle. So
It's the same here.
Honestly, bailing themselves out of that spot. That was a tricky
With
scenario.
a gift from CN. How kind. And Wentz Mania 012. I didn't see yours. 17
The
months.
recon dart, and Valen was dead to
Thank
right,
you, Wentz.
stuck behind those boxes.
Wentz
Leaf swings,
Mania.
knowing that somebody's
Fucking
gonna get
hell.
aggressive. Perfect.
Imagine being a
teamwork there.
Carson Wentz fan
And all
in
of
the year
this built off the back of a
2024.
really nice
You'll
call
live in
from
real.
Valen. To go for what
That's
looks like a
tough.
very fast
Don't
A split,
name
to
your
bait out an aggressive play from Oxy.
Twitch account
Oxy even gets
after
tagged with the very
an
end
athlete.
of Jonah P's null command.
Because they might turn
They
out
pick up
to
the
be
kill on
shit.
the aggressive star opper from C9. Oxy now might be conditioned to take fewer risks, but with 10
I mean, he
seconds
wasn't
in, he's
shit,
pushing
he
onto
just got
B
injured.
main, so there you go.
Boosted commit as well. Then Anna Swan breaks the
What
turret.
about
so
Ronaldo?
Oxy could take a peek if he wanted to.
I don't know if you know
Catches
about Ronaldo's
contact.
claims.
Doesn't need to worry about it.
You do realize there's some legal cases against Ronaldo.
Trying to stay active. Locking in just in case, but he pulled back the turret, so he got it at least back online nice and early. It's going to be covering that B possibility. And a setup now looking like leaning over towards A from G2. Got the spike in that position.
Both teams so aware of all the little meta nuances between the fight over the B main angles. But as you said, it looks like it's heading over towards
slow.
A. Rooney, I wonder whether he just rips
Passive
ult.
from G2.
He's in a fairly nice spot to try to ult the choke point.
Paranoia wall.
There we go.
Dart. Abundance of utility going to be used to try and take this one. Valen even with the commit till, but it's not accounted for. That was across the map. Rooney does let it rip now with a Hunter's Fury. Couple of tags. No damage though.
Oh, wow. Nice from C9. They look way better. Honestly, I know they were winning games before, but they were kind of shit. They actually look good.
Leafs alone. Once more, it's 1v3.
These games are pretty good.
With no time
That's the
to
thing,
work
like, for C9, it's like good because
it's an easy fight.
Even though they were shit, they
Cloud9
still won some games.
You know that they just have to play the slightest amount of discipline and already to rounds one. No more time for the plan. And Oxy knows it.
Risks the op. Moose could have got the pick up, but he ends it in style. That's another C9 flood defend that's really nicely coordinated. Their utility's perfect.
Can't wait for Ronaldo to visit my hometown of Vegas.
Off the back of this overall.
I'm sure he just thought what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas, but unfortunately, that idiom is not a law. 4 on attack is good, but they are playing the Neon, so the defense should probably work.
Really well defended. I think both teams are playing a good game so far. And 4 would be considered fairly standard for the attack
That's a
side.
big win.
I mean,
C9 have just been winning these crucial rounds, and G2 have had to eco multiple
pistol,
times.
Of course, only getting 4, but it'll do at a pinch.
And Oxy, he will not be denied this angle. Look at this guy. There's no way you're peeking at him.
You get shot, you lose the round.
That kid, 69 with 6 months.
Have you seen the interview with Anj1 after the foot game? He said the whole team misses the OOMBR0S and wishes he wasn't dropped. Navi may be mentally boomed for the rest of the season.
You're really getting ahead of yourself here, son. Surely the up trapped to take around the corner. And the pincer comes through eventually, but
I fucking hate that Killjoy like that. I think it's shit.
Round to the side, loads of damage done.
I actually think it's a reason why Killjoy is a bit overrated on this map. I think the attacking knockdowns are kind of not that good.
How are you going to dig yourself out of this one? Really not. Vanity making sure he holds this one. The darts! Didn't quite tag him, but
still distracted him.
Exactly. That's all it took. Valen.
And on an eco as well, I mean.
Is that going to be enough? Still not gone online in the hands of Trent, but he's actually managed to find that off. Salvaged it. In the midst of it, closes the door in their faces. Now potentially a safe plan, but no, they want to push forwards. Moose takes the fight straight to the brain. One bullet's all it takes. Valen, he's just looking for another one, but already revealing that spot and position. 7 rounds now for Cloud9.
The B lockdown is the best lockdown in the game.
And again, showing that these protocols
in pro play, I don't think that's true.
Notice how it's somebody else that breaks the door.
In pro play, what happens is like people, yeah, okay, you force people back here, but you'll often see that someone dies to spam. It feels like for the defenders, it's quite easy to spam. You'll often get a Sova Dart in there as well that is quite difficult to deal with. It'll sometimes get destroyed as well. I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of things that teams are so used to it. Maybe it was good in 2022, but like teams that play around it now well enough that
committing fully to the site.
Like I don't think
that's what I'd like to see Valen call in this final round.
I don't love this wall used to
this
be
time,
on.
no man. What a shot. Yeah,
bro, we
what
can
a
flash with
shot,
that.
Oxy.
Just feels like it's a little half-baked, this Neon, I'm not gonna lie. And like, a little half-baked in that, like, Icy's Neon isn't good enough on its own. Like, imagine this, right? Like, you could do this against that Killjoy account. Look at this fucking idea.
Constantly punishing the twists and turns of G2.
Just in D-Bad, D-Bad. Thanks for the new tier 1. We love new tier 1.
That's a great punish off the drone.
Yeah, knowing that spot and potential positioning. Trent, any sort of damage done? Not quite. No
5v3 then?
Yeah.
I mean, Leaf's
still
still need to go.
Leaf is holding it down towards the main angle. He's the
Oh,
one
he
who
gives
really
up
has
his
to do something
angle?
about this. Already the nade being committed up onto lane. Zepp's in his face, just with the rifle leaf. With a counter spam in play, he knows he needs to do it for Trent to at least allow him to stay alive, but it's not possible. Toppled and falls already, and the round crumbles.
Okay, 8 for
Just like
C9,
that,
pretty
8
good,
now
and I do
for
think that
Cloud9.
G2's
So we finished
defense
this first
side
half of Ascent.
might be
8 for
slightly
finish,
compromised with the
nothing to
Neon,
score
but we'll see.
No, solid for both teams, to be honest.
What is the
G2
best
would've
lockdown? I mean,
wanted
the
a lot
lockdown
more,
on Fracture
but
is crazy.
C9's defense
The lockdown on
looked
Fracture
really
is
good.
obviously
They
the
had the
best
Op and the Odin online the entire time.
Like, if you don't have
Oxy
something to
really
counter that,
providing big value from
you're
both
fucked.
of those guns.
It's easy
And
to get it
great
there,
protocols on
difficult to
when flood,
counter,
when to
that
set
covers the
retake,
whole
and how to
fucking
support
map.
each other. G2, you get shot.
Daryl holds L, thanks for the 5 months.
But 2 of those came off the back of the
C9
retake one
regular
on
season
Ascent A is
demon.
pretty good.
to have any chance
The
of
problem
winning
is
the
people
set,
have
I think.
KO lineups now. You know, that's the
Right
problem.
now, it's
Like,
Cloud9
but
just
the
feeling
retake
really
A1
empowered, I
on
think,
this
leading
map
the
is pretty good.
charge. And earlier we heard from Zeppa about his thoughts on Cloud9's performance.
I think of
all around
Hungary being
stage one.
Scotland. Scotland are just not very good.
Stage 1, I mean, I went as good as you can. I guess we went 5-1. Could have gone 6-0. It definitely happened again where we didn't perform in playoffs. But you know, it kind of sucks because like the first time, like last season, the excuse was inexperience. We got so close, didn't qualify. Coming into this season with like 2 new players, yeah, Rooney came back, plus Moose. So it's like we kind of had to start from scratch. But we played great in the regular seasons, and the concern was like, you know, like hopefully we can do it through playoffs. It didn't happen, but hopefully it happens now. So.
C9 are an unusual team. Their record is so good from the regular season, 5-1, but they did flop in playoffs. They've almost got themselves into Stage 2 playoffs. They only need another win or 2, but they've got to perform when it matters. Their match record over the course of the year is 6-4, fairly positive, but they have a negative map win rate over the course of the year, despite being 5-1, and their round differential is -3 in the year in Americas.
Yeah, that's taken into account the playoffs, kickoff, everything,
and kickoff,
and the regular season.
And yeah, so the regular season, where maybe you could argue the stakes are a little lower, and they were only playing against winless teams, they only won against winless teams. They, you know, when the stakes
They
were low
only
like that,
won against
C9 were
winless
finding good
teams?
opportunities to get wins on the board and did a great
There's
job.
no
at it.
fucking way.
But then in a more like tournament format, or
They played
performing
left
in
first,
playoffs,
so they were
they
winless.
couldn't quite get it together.
There's no
And
fucking way
slipped
they
away
only played
from them.
winless
Whereas
team.
G2, complete opposite. I mean, we don't think of their record as being particularly good. They're a 3-3
So
team,
they beat
I think
Lev
it is.
before they got to
Throughout
win.
the
They
regular
beat
season,
EG, they
but
beat
they're
Lad
plus
before they got to
38
win.
round
Wow.
differential in America.
They lost to
They
100
stepped up to the
Thieves and then they
challenge.
beat the
Way
2
better in
winless
terms
teams.
of how
Wow,
they
they
perform
only
from
beat
a round-to-round
teams without
basis.
a
It
win?
isn't
Oh
reflective
my
of
god.
their stage 1 results.
Yeah, this team was fraud. I mean, they're playing well now,
This
but
is still
fuck me,
super
fraud
even.
5-1.
Could be anyone's game, depending on this pistol round. Dash forwards. Up and out of it, man. Just trying to weave your way past
Oh,
this. I see. Final bullet will do that.
A.
That's 3-piece. Here's as it comes. Straight
Cut it.
through the choke point.
I think that the correct play is to
it's over in the blink of an
just
eye.
wait, honestly, for your teammate to
And a
take
necessary
contact
pistol
and
round
come
for
out of
G2
smoke.
to have.
Okay, big
Some
pistol
good
round
value
win.
because
Needed
their
this for
rifle round's
G2.
not really working. I think we're going to see big value out of the stun on defense. I think you're already seeing that from Icy there, but it does come at the cost.
I mean, this was a
of
rough
not
half. They
really
won, so
having
they
the best
won
agent
both
for the
pistols. I
operator.
mean, this is
And
tough.
I think
I actually
the number one thing that people
I'd
associate with Ascent is having
forgotten
that
they
jet
won the
up
first
online.
pistol. I kind of
and
thought
being able
C9
to
did.
cover mid with it and apply pressure and push out.
Man,
the
that's
lane,
a rough half
that
there.
kind of thing.
With a neon on a tech side. That is tough. But then again, it wouldn't shock me if C9's attack is also
go
dog
for
shit.
a very similar
Like,
idea,
I feel like they
straight
will
again.
rely on Oxy quite a lot. Here.
Tagged up at a knife though.
Only classics, no plant down, no real, you know,
I
not a
suspect
huge
you
amount
will
of
see
kills,
a
so
lot
they're
of
not going
this,
for that
like,
buy Oxy or Guardian
heavier-
strat.
Keeping it safe. Yeah, we did see a lot of it. Just trying to put all
Like the
your
smoke against the
resources and
pistols.
potential into Oxy.
Don't do the normal smoke and let them
And
cross.
why not? He's been
Do
a
this
phenomenal
smoke,
player,
'cause
and
you
I
should
think
be
over the course of
advantaged
this year,
to kill them
has
anyway then.
continued to get better as well. It's not necessarily that his fragging has gotten
Oh,
better,
no,
but he
you
makes fewer mistakes than he did.
Yeah, his
when-
game sense is sharpened.
I think it definitely has, with more scrim time, more match time. He's not throwing his life away as much, and he's still getting really big value in rounds. Of course,
Yeah,
when
they
you have
just
a player
throw a
as
knife while
aggressive
they're
as
gonna come
Oxy,
back to him.
there's
I mean,
always
this
going to be
is the
some
spike.
overheating involved. It's just part of the play style. But you want to try to minimize it as much as possible and get get the big
going on
powerful
a tour of the
rounds
map
out of
here,
him, and I think they've done a good job of that. I think Vanity is.
So
a good
you're getting
caller
the
at getting
information,
most out
right?
of a player like him.
Speaking of his calling as well, this is an eco
Not that
round.
it's
He's not throwing it
unusual, but
away.
yeah.
Just trying to spot out the
It's
defensive
good info
util.
to have.
Break a lot of
30
it.
seconds left.
Jonas
And over towards there, yeah, hard middle. Here's the rebound though, with the flash. Bounding across the wall, stun, connection. Vanity does pinch them just from the side,
nice
shot to the
TP, I
temple.
mean. So you
Takes
do
him
this
out,
smoke,
16
it kind of
seconds
becomes
left
obvious
now.
where
Big
you're
assault
going
into
with that
side.
smoke,
There
but the
is one
TP is
angry
really
player.
nice, and you have a
Valid.
rifle.
Tucked down towards Dice. Only a few seconds remaining here, and the Watts.
Clean by Valent.
Nice and precise to finish.
Seppa threw away the Phantom because he didn't want to give it to them, and they can't find it. They haven't kept the Phantom into the round. That's great from Zephyr. I don't know where he hid it. Was he
They
done
do have
put
the
it
neon
under the
up.
tree or
I'm not
something?
sure.
Where did
Tossed
it
it into the
go?
corner.
Where did that gun go? Nice idea there towards the end in a fairly unwinnable spot. But the stun does look quite good in that situation. Where did the Phantom go? Where's he throwing it? Oh,
just into the corner.
Just in a blind spot. That's why they couldn't find it. All right, we're back in though, and the tiles crunch.
It's rapid. Yeah, tiles crunch on the cards,
nice.
and already finding value. One more player left to hunt out, sniff out. Moose, not long for this world. Hits the deck there.
So they force a rifle
So
on
does
Jonah.
Icy.
He gets 2 kills with it
It's
though.
going to be
So.
found. Cloud9
Definitely
making sure that they
worth.
slow this one tempered around in a moment.
And they might
Hold
be
down
even
to that
hoping
mid-control
that
that
you know
they
they
just
would
gained.
fast speed up into this.
They do still have a player disadvantage. The bonus round idea from G2 so far working out, but it's about how you stick the landing.
It's one of the most classic plays that you could possibly go for on a defensive bonus round as well.
Jonah needs to
Something
get
the
this.
C9 should have been expecting and had a protocol for. But we were following the Phantom, so we missed it a little bit at the beginning. But I'm glad we solved the mystery.
Jonah P. He's tucked through. That's an underhanded flash, I believe, just to get them in. And Vanity just hops onto the head of Jonah P. Back of the site, anchoring Fallon. A lot to be asked of him now. Drops down and he hears that, knows that Rooney's going to be approaching in.
Big kill.
That is absurd. 3 bullets left, not enough to finish him, but
There's
Rooney
a little bit of damage.
surely doesn't win this
We've
one.
only got a stinger, but we've got an
1v2.
Ares to spam.
Overhanded, long range with the artillery. Shocky
Nice
sent
recon.
flying. Recon.
Nice
His
recon.
beautiful spam. Damage doesn't come through. 25 seconds left. Can't afford to slow this down. Another tap and run back. 4 bullets. Couple of spams. Exchanging the weaponry for even less bullets. How does he play this? Once more, doubled up. G2 side by side.
Stinger's the best gun in the game though, so it doesn't really matter. Big from Valen, I mean. Round kind of came down to him there. Looked a bit nervous at first, but okay. Both pistols and a bonus for G2.
They get that tiles
It's going to be an eco for Cloud9.
to perfection. Set themselves up with an enormous advantage. Yeah, that full blind straight into Oxy. And Oxy's in a really committed position there, not using his Cloudburst to hide inside. I think that's a pretty big error, to be honest. You've got to be set up to deal with the tiles crunch in those kind of positions. And as a Jet, just smoke your feet. Smoke your feet, play inside of them. You know you're going to get hit by some kind of flash.
Okay, timeout C9. I mean, yeah, they
Didn't
seemed a
quite have the
little
protocol
unprepared for
ready
that.
and set there
Maybe
to
just
go,
not
and I think
expecting
that's
G2, but you
one
would
of the big
expect with a
differences
Neon
between
that that's
these two
going to be a
teams.
pretty
G2
common
have got
play,
set
to be honest.
plays and ideas heavily
It'd be
drilled
kinda weird
into
if it
them. They
wasn't.
focus on the discipline, the core. You know, almost what the desk was asking earlier. Is game sense better than mechanics? Or more important than mechanics? I think, you know, G2 are definitely the game sense, discipline, prep, and making sure everybody's on the same page kind of team.
Yeah.
To make sure that the roster is more than the sum of its parts.
Whoa, wee, wow.
King in the castle, king in the castle.
What time is it where you are, General Gen G? What the fucking time is it? General Gen G becomes a member for the 2nd month, I think.
So not too much really, I think, on the other end of the timeout to adjust. You haven't
King
seen too
in the
much. Maybe
castle,
pistol round
king
with
in the
bonus that
castle.
Goes wrong.
Yeah.
Timeout's still called though for Cloud9. They're on a Stinger purchase.
Yeah, and this is the brutal part of being hit by a set strat like that works, is that you actually don't have too much to even modify. You know, you can talk to each other about how to stop another task crunch from happening, but G2 is certainly not going to do it on this round. Probably not
I
gonna do it for
dying,
the rest
it's
of the
3
half.
a.m.
So maybe we'll see it one more time.
Nice and rapid though from Oxy.
Go to bed.
Injection of pace. Dart to clear out towards market. I'm taking out the position. Jordan P almost with a punish. He's dropped onto 1 HP. And the paranoia. Oh, Valin covers it. Well, in Kai now with the damage done. Look at this. Bullets firing forwards and true. Nicely done with the jump spot. I see.
That's really
clean
good.
with the movement. Stun. Forwards, they got to know what his last few players are. Spikes picked back up. There's no real escaping from this one. G2 are eager to hunt down the remaining players.
Look at the discipline again.
Yeah, doesn't overstep it with the swing.
Good from G2.
It's so good. Every single time that G2 peaked there, they had another player ready to either distract for a wide swing or to double face or to trade.
This is over?
Always
I wouldn't say it's over, but
from this G2 squad.
I mean, G2 looking
look at that, swinging
quite good thus far in their defense. But
swings
I mean, look, we've had a pistol and 2
Valor.
ecos, so.
And then as Leaf presses forward, he's got someone with him as well.
But you would say
Really
8-8, you know, defense side.
Like that, going up to 8-8.
Ascent.
G2 more than back in it for the map itself. It's a team that.
The only thing is, you probably don't have to worry about the op nearly as much with the Neon. So.
But honestly, the international experience that they've now acquired, strength to strength. Played that many matches recently.
And again, I think we're gonna see like heavy, like non-mid priority, and then Neon can rotate fast to get across the map if needed anyway.
With the attack side on this map, from what I can remember, it's been one where obviously it's difficult for any team, but I think it favors having some really set ideas so that eventually a couple of them break through and you can get some attack rounds
almost
going.
faking like that could be enough. Suddenly pretending as if this is their strong side.
Trying to try and set up Oxy here.
Yeah, it's non-committal. It's just looking for picks.
Can they figure it out?
And no one's facing. Yeah. These were the spots in the previous match where G2 completely shut down Oxy. They didn't offer him any opportunities.
So they've tried to like almost fake, you know, we've been aggressive here, destroying a turret, we've shown Odin spam.
Great utility. On the attack side, he had like a
but now you shut the door.
Really rough. Paranoia, a lot
which is a sign that that isn't the case. I think they might call them back.
Has to reposition from the Hunter's Fury. Right into the open arms of these Cloud9 players, and they are tackling the site. Well enough.
Seconds left.
Line forwards, Valon still alive, tucked towards the corner, but they know where he is. His position was noted just from earlier. Top of the plant, up forwards, Trent.
I mean, there was a chance there for G2. Their money is mostly fine, although Valon is a bit low.
It's a great stabilizing round from Cloud9.
Yeah, 4 alive as well. Good for their eco.
Able to get in off the back of Rooney's
this first kill here, maybe
a key point of coordination for Cloud9 today.
Sleeping a little bit.
Defense side as well.
And I did think, like, if this went wrong, then they're definitely going to just come back. So anytime you shut the door, it's a pretty big clue. But nice overall.
And keeping Valon to only 1 in his anchor position.
Nicely played.
The economy for G2 though still looking fairly good. So
yeah, still able to get the buy together.
So they got hit by the sniper before last round. So I think we might see Valon come into wine here. Again, though, he's getting hit by
Valon caught by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it feel like he could be in wine though.
Same game plan from Cloud9 though. That big control, they just pre-fire the alarm bot.
This setup is such classic G2. Trent makes it feel like it's only him covering market in the hopes that you don't clear the hard left position and Leaf gets freebies. How often was this working at Shanghai? It felt like it was constant.
Trying to be holding for that long range flash, although it's not going to be using it anytime soon. Might go for a reclear.
They destroy the turret.
They do. Oxygen biding his time, holds
timing
close to the corner, so not being caught by it. Drone only spotting 1, that was Moose. Doesn't reveal away too much. Jump spot might though. They see Oxy into mid, and now it's pretty evident it's going to be that B split. The anchoring player is going to be put under a tremendous amount of fire. G2, question is, how does Leaf really tackle it? Anybody watching for this one? Oh, jumping around. It's a little bit messy still. Lands 2. The rest of his team now ready to support. Reinforcements arriving into the fray. And tucked up. Tight to the corner, Rooney once more.
Well played by G2 here. So nice play in this game. I mean, Leaf going in the smoke. And Isur! What's that meant to be? Richie? Backwards? Welcome to a member as well. Oh, it's actually a gift from Instio CN.
Really? You've betrayed me and gone to the other side,
How kind. A gift.
I mean, the spam as well through onto Moose. Yeah, the information that you pointed out in the round, though, they got the read on where that was headed. It was a nice idea from C9 to try to deny as much info as they could, make sure it was Moose.
Can I turn ads off for the YouTube membership? I should remember to try. I'm not sure you can. I don't remember seeing it as an option. I would if I could. And I will if I can.
Trent without the Odin, so it is a bit easier for C9 to get in.
Dark flash to punish in case Somebody was holding close to main.
Do subs and memberships count towards the watch party?
fake
Okay, that's a fair
teleport there
point.
from Valen. He's in wine,
But
and
there's
they've
no
made
way
it
of
feel like
tracking
they
that, but I
panicked.
guess I could manually track
And
it.
reinforced B, perhaps hoping that that would indicate, all right, let's rush into A. They've overstacked the B site by accident, and then Valen would be able to snack on them from wine. But that's not the case. C9.
Okay, a little
Don't
passive
take
here
the
from
bait.
G2.
They don't know exactly where the Omen is, but he's got to be somewhere past the line of
That's
scrimmage.
2
Trying to go
HP.
for a fake now. No command going to be using to be
Go for
main.
that fake. It's
Spike's nowhere near. All intentions
It
going to be
might
heading over
work,
towards the A
but
site, and
we've heard no
G2
dash.
have a full read on this. Not enough util or not enough of a sell from Cloud9. Nobody shifted the position. Valen straight back into wine, holding the close quarter angle.
They have Omen TP though. They might Omen TP.
It's a little bit messy
TP
now.
back.
You should run.
Locked down.
This is a
Valen
weird
forced to peek. It is weird, and they know
He could
he's
flash.
there.
30 seconds
They
left.
think
An indicator at least. Turning away. Precisely the wrong time
Guess
there.
what?
from
Now
Valen.
they
He's still
can't
going to be
TP
covered and
though.
traded by Moose, but the lockdown for a lockdown. Trent go and walkabouts and finds just a wandering Oxy.
this is a weird one. Oxy
I
was
don't know what
hoping
to
that
do.
the B site was clear and he could give that info to his team, and now, I mean, this is just a save.
Yeah.
This is 10 seconds
10
on the clock.
seconds left.
All of Cloud9's ideas
Oh.
have come to naught.
Bit of a weird
The
round.
fake
So they
left
went for a
Oxy
pretty
inserted on the B
shit
side of the
fake.
map, and it was supposed to be
They then
plan
used that kill.
B.
So they used that
Maybe
KO
plan
lockdown,
C, I
KO
suppose.
and Killjoy
Maybe
lockdown.
if the fake
to
had worked,
fucking
that would
do
be
that.
like plan A1.
That's a rough
But yeah,
round.
Oxy's over inserted onto B, and he just missed the timing on Trent. Trent's got really good awareness that that could be a possibility.
Okay, yeah, that's a
None
timeout
of
round
the
if you've ever
fast
seen
knife
one.
out rotating, exposing himself to angles.
They still have a buy and they've got knives.
So very solid, and Cloud9 are forced to take a timeout because they've only won one round so far in this half. And this is where the fact that the map is so defense-sided, you get these enormous swings in momentum.
Yeah.
The pistol rounds end up being massive, just so that you can get the economy under your feet and get some cheaper rounds on the
Yeah,
attack
of course.
side.
I mean, G2 winning a pistol and the bonus.
So I think the
Yeah.
fakes
And
will
both
work.
pistols, yeah.
And it
Like
wasn't
I
the
just think
healthiest
we
bonus
just
win in the
you're just
world, you know,
overthinking
you
it.
have
I
the
think
Phantom
like
getting
you can just
tossed
KO
away,
ult
but-
and fucking
but still,
Killjoy
you know, you
lockdown
keep the
post
bank
plant,
building
and you'll
and,
fucking
Pressure
win.
your opponents.
Exactly, and G2's money has been
You know,
very nice. So
just
far.
do an A
They
exec with a
get rounds
KO
into
ult,
almost
and then
full
that's the
rounds,
thing.
so-
That Killjoy lockdown
Timeout.
post plant is
I think
fucking insane.
One of the big things that C9 can.
I just
think
don't
about
love
here
it for
little
taking a
is that
site.
They've run quite a lot
But, you know,
of
I think that's a pretty
anti-Odin
easy, like,
setups. They've been
way
going
of
for
just
flash
taking it.
recon plays, trying to catch on to Trent, and Trent actually hasn't been running the Odin. So, in theory, you can just walk up B and try to do some executes where Oxy gets put into spots a little more easily.
I would
Try
like to
save
see them
more
bring out an
utility so
off
they
here
have something
G2
post
just to
plan.
do it. You know, just to kind of make
There's always a danger that
Cloud9
Trent might pick it up. And
still
he
think
has
like,
gone
oh,
for it
okay,
here.
they could
But
still have an off.
This one is going to be the
So I
flash
don't
recon.
think them not having an
Odin
off here.
spam.
I think
Yeah,
it's,
Odin spam through
it's
these
making it a bit easier
tiles,
on
doors.
Players might be there to meet
Walls.
us.
on G2. We're gonna get this spam here.
We'll see if it finds some value.
Could
It looks
work.
like it might. I mean, this is where Oxy needs
Oh,
to
wait a
cloudburst.
second. Here we go. Blinds it up. Does Cloudburst out towards the feet there. Not going to be spotted, but
There
again,
you go.
it does the work.
There's
It's
your
a
Omen dead
classic
as well.
play.
Yeah. Oxy cloudburst forwards, and so the rest of his team can't
They
hide
pretty
inside
much
of it.
know where they are.
Soul has to be committed at least one of the blades for it. Again, G2 assuming the anchoring positions, defensive in nature.
So
Last
they're on
one
their
is
way.
dead. The cross. Drone has to be broken. Oxy, it's a flash peek into the
nice.
spawn stun. Not enough to slow him down, but there is that trade anyway. So some of those players now.
You can just
linking
wall
back
across
up
here.
G2. The crossfire here. Pause being caught by Cloud9, but again, they want to try and fight this one, and it might be a miss call. Mistel as well.
Wasn't the need.
Not too sure what util they had really available for that.
4v3, they have no smokes. Like literally just hold the angle.
Potentially misfired. Another face though, doubled up
Nice double spike.
together,
That's
forcing
a
into
spike.
a 1v2. Rooney spam through, maybe just a shoulder peeking through.
Okay, G2 still get it. I mean, you see the double swings. This is what I mean. Like these little moments like that. G2, we've seen multiple of them. That's where I think that they're just going to be better than pretty much everyone in Americas at those little things that they just got better and better at through
You
Shanghai.
don't want that to be split up into a series of 1v1s. And this
Right? They
is
were always
really
that was always
concept
kind of their
play
game, but I think they
and
really
they're
like
working.
kind of
And I think
mastered
that's a
it.
bit
That
worrying
kind of
for
you know
Cloud9,
micro
because
communication on swings.
It's not like G2 are
You
bringing
know,
out
was
anything
where
new
they are.
ideas. Yeah.
new, bizarre to catch you off guard. C9 should actually have some awareness that these plays in round 15.
Okay,
round
so
20
now I mean our buy is
really
getting kind
standard on a
of
set,
worse
they're
and
getting
worse
caught
and
by
worse
them,
here for
losing
C9 really.
Very important rounds as a result.
We've only got an Omen ult here for them
Two
as well, and
Guardians
there's
and a
no ults
Bulldog
close.
now
That's
for
the thing,
C9.
when you go for this kind of
Two
shit
running away
double
with it.
fake
Getting into
round
desperate
where you
territory.
use like your big ults, it then gets, and
Too
you
much
lose it
variation to the
anyway.
attack side game plan of Cloud9
You know,
again.
then it
It's a
gets
lot of just
fucking
mid-pressure,
rough.
make sure that they remove the alarm bot and looking for picks, but Oxy has not got anything from this.
And again, we've kind of
Nobody's
always
given
seen
him
this
a
like
sideline
triple
or a
stack
fight to
A,
take.
Oh, potential
Solver
for a
Killjoy
refight here,
B.
Dwayne Main.
They hear it. Vanity jump spot. Stunned. Paranoia blind. Does get the connection. Yeah, Icy was blinded up. Again, another follow-up.
Oh, nice.
Util. It's relentless right now from
that.
G2,
And now he's
and they're
in such a
finding all
good
sorts
spot.
of possibilities across the
which I
map.
needed to
Side gained at
live,
least for the
really.
front section of it, but main control swapped around here. Don't know how Leaf got into that spot. Crossing away.
Oh,
Rooney.
big shot
Nice
by
one.
Rooney.
Magnetic straight to the dome.
Now
He's
a
gonna be
weird
dropped into
round.
the crossover.
Kind of need to
Still
smoke off
control
market,
of this.
really.
Leaf. Need to clear out Rooney. They're aware that he's got himself lurked deep up into the market angle. He's going to be a bit of a nuisance, and with him dealt with, now full attention and focus can be placed onto the site. Still, Zephyr does claim 1, 45 health to
Okay,
his
they know
name.
they're both sight, but they have no
Double up
util.
down to the high-low angle. Anybody who tries to take a step, Valen forward,
Woo!
just cleans both of them up.
That shouldn't be happening. Monstrous
What?
play from the IGL of G2.
That's a high-low that he's going up against.
He's been so good this year, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's just constantly delivering for his team. The calling's been immaculate, but also
Bring him loose tomorrow. We should send Southgate to the
on
gallows. I mean,
a
we
show.
are guaranteed to go
Up at the
through
top
though
of the
now,
scoreboard alongside
because
Leaf.
Albania lost.
And yeah, this play, 2 layers to it, so that the paranoia from Vanity.
I mean, anyone on
stop
3
everything
points
that's
is
happening.
kind of guaranteed now, because Croatia are on
For
2.
C9, I think Oxy's got to realize
Hungary are on
they're
3
scared
minus
of-
1.
You know, they're playing so disciplined around the map. I'm not getting my picks that I'm used to over towards market. So let's take another step forward. I think Oxy
60
needs to
bits
find
Hello Sir Thinky Man and
confidence to just
chatbots.
contact
I
in
bless you
a
all with
little
great
deeper than
wisdom
he
and
usually would
prosperity.
to try to find G2. But it's
Thanks,
tough. You don't want to
Akuma.
run into
60
crossfires.
bits is a bit of a weird.
And G2 was so good at setting that level of play up.
They didn't get it though.
It was their game plan last time they played against Cloud9 as
Whoa.
well. Stun is
That is nice.
perfect with the placement.
Stun off the alarm bot and
That's
then
a
double
nice-
swing.
Yeah.
Cool setup.
I mean,
They
I don't know
definitely
that the
put
Neon's
time
found
into
giga value for them, really,
finding out how to
but
get the value from Neon even though you can't opt.
their defensive
And plays like that are
protocols
gonna make
themselves in
Oxy
general
a little
looked
more
pretty
concerned
good.
about just walking into spots. But I think it's necessary. I think there really doesn't seem like another win con here for C9. They're going to send the exec.
Needs to be a round win. This is Cloud9's hopes for this map.
Okay, they're going for the
To win
silent
link.
sneak up
Oxy
here.
lurking, underhanded with the flash as well, dominating this angle. Jonah
You won't
P
expect the
wants to be
second guy,
removed. Musto biding his time, waiting it out, and we'll get the punish in time. Out through heaven once more.
Oh, and
Valen
it's
a
an
little
ugly
bit
fight
messy
from
with
them.
it, but Vanity beautiful with the shooting. A knife out, Leaf caught.
Okay, C9 got a round. I mean, G2 a little whiffy there.
A little bit too much to do, and I think he realizes it himself. Maybe, possibly there with a spam kill. Yeah.
He'd have to get very fortunate to win this
And he's
one.
already being pushed and pressured. So, Cloud9 staying alive in the map.
Yeah, and quite a nice idea. Like I was saying, contacting around the map, I think
Yeah,
is
the
going to be really
double
useful
double
here because
lurk.
you're not running into an operator. And
This
G2
is
are
why
holding
they
very
need to
disciplined
buy off,
positions.
right? Yeah,
This
because
time
as
it's
Sideshow
double
was saying,
contact.
they're just
It
able
looks
to
a
kind
little
of
silly here
contact
from
around the
Oxy,
map, knowing
but when
there's no
Oxy
off.
dies, they don't expect there to be another portion of this, and Jonah P, a very free kill for Moose. And the reason that it didn't feel like a full A split is because Oxy isn't making a ton of noise. He's contacting and it makes it feel like he was just a backstabber.
Okay, so G2 take a
I
timeout.
think they can run some ideas like that. He doesn't necessarily have
What's
to
on
be
England
the
losing
world
tomorrow? Look,
backstab.
if the rumors are true
I think
that
he can
Southgate's only
try
change
to
is going to be
push
Gallagher in
things a
for
little
Trent,
further, and his team needs him to.
holy shit.
G2
I don't know,
been
like
so
that is
excellent at
clueless.
keeping
Like
Oxy
that
to
is
just
fucking
being
clueless. And I did
a
think the same
regular
thing
good
with
player,
Croatia as well.
where
Like
when
in
you
the
see
first,
Cloud9
if you watch the
playing against
Croatia
other
game, the
teams,
first
Oxy
half,
looks
like
a superstar.
He dominates.
Americas.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely
understand
dominates.
like
And even when Oxy's shut down, he's
what
not
they
bad.
were thinking.
He's at the top of the scoreboard now, 18
Like
and
their
17.
team didn't make any sense.
They're
Croatia.
one of the only
They had
players
no
who's, positive for
striker.
C9, but it's not.
They were
he's
literally
not
just
finding
playing
those
a
opportunities
possession
on attack
exercise.
to dominate the game and open things up. But 2 rounds gained.
90% of Englishmen can't name where Slovakia is on a map. I mean, Core XE, you've made a terrible mistake there, because England plays Slovenia
That's all it will take for G2.
and not Slovakia.
Yeah. It does feel very, very even though.
So that is tough. I mean, you're not
Problem
wrong,
is,
but
it's even, and G2 are a step away
you
from
do
the
get the
finish
off.
line.
Full group up from Cloud9. That was spread default. of another sort. Looks like they just want to go straight into an A exec. There is only going to be the one player waiting for them. It's a Hunter's Fury to set this one up. Valen going to be feeling the heat here. Still tucked into the position. Never to actually clear him out, and surely doesn't get away with this one. A kill to be found, finally traded. Oxy moves him from the fight.
They have a TP. I mean,
Icy upping. This retake's going to be made more difficult, but it does have the ult.
He's got the ult, he's got the stun. They're missing Paranoia, that's the big one. And also a smoke for A main or the spike.
Finally getting planted.
I mean, playing offsite here feels like it'll be really good in the post.
And the ult offloaded into the hands. The Seared electrifying in nature. Icy spamming away. No easy fight's going to be given to them right now. Cloud9 are making sure that they play this so damn patiently. It's beautiful work from Oxy. Just weaves backwards and forwards away from the Jenny. A little bit of a tap and a damage in a dash-through position. Is so damn smart. The face by Rooney finishes it. 11 for
okay, good call by C9. Probably knew that they were going to buy an op. And so punished that pretty well. And now the buy actually might not be amazing for G2.
I don't know whether that was
so you're like, you're expecting an op, so you kind of know, or like, unlikely that the op is going to be A, so you do an A exec knowing that they've got an op somewhere else, knowing that the op won't be probably towards the A side of the map. Just a nice idea, and they're going to go back to this A exec, but they're going to run into the Killjoy setup this time.
Doable for Cloud9.
Yeah.
Instant change of fortunes.
Big ult online too, they just want to run it back.
Now, they do have Killjoy lockdown, but this time
they can null command
Jonapi has null command for the retake. Here you go.
Yeah, with that ult.
I mean, you can just wait that out.
Burnt up. Locked down. There's a deep knife as well that's going to be set across. 4 players tagged. This time, obvious.
Yeah, the one thing that they've got to be aware of here is that the retake's going to be coming through with a null command from Jonah P.
It is.
Have they got a plan for that?
Oxy. Someone wants to take the fight. Entertainment!
Oh.
Nobody covering Valen's position. It's a kill found for it. He even expects it. The second go of things. Icy this time winning it out. 4v4.
No utility available here for C9. No paranoia. Now just getting it back.
Yeah.
I think
the nade as well to try and delay. It's a shot that finds it. They're all just caught into this corner. The undersection of hell, only one player to bail them out, and that's Moose playing from the main angle. He needs to get value, needs to get kills. There's a lot to be asked of him right now in this spot. Smokes spammed onto the angles, the appropriate positions, all known and noted, and everybody falling. Leave it to just one. Already broken.
Played by G2,
the
big win.
Does it
okay, I mean, not bad from Cloud9, really. G2 won both pistols and a bonus. So that's an annoying loss for Cloud9 right there. But G2, not convinced by the Neon. Don't think the Neon was very good. Or gave them that much of an edge, honestly. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, if I saw the comment about England, so I'm gonna fucking rant about England for a second. If Southgate thinks bringing in fucking Gallagher for Trent... I mean, Trent is a problem in midfield, don't get me wrong. Like, he doesn't know how to play midfield. That's very clear. And I think that... I don't know. It does make me wonder. Because England dominated Serbia with Trent in midfield. When in possession, they actually went to like a back 3 with Trent playing out here. And Walker like dropped in here. And Trent came out wide, and then you just had like Rice, Foden, Bellingham like this, you know, with Trippier on the left. And they went into this like in possession formation, and that's when they were dominating. But considering they didn't do that at all in the second game, I actually think that this might just have happened because Walker is used to doing this, and Trent is used to being here. And I'm not sure that Southgate told them to do that. Because they didn't do it in the second game at all, despite that being the only thing that worked. So it's tough. It's tough. But, I mean, look, at this point, you're through in the group. If I was Southgate now, I'd be, play with some fucking balls, drop Bellingham a bit deeper, put Foden at number 10, drop Kane, put Gordon on. In fact, you don't have to drop Kane if you're playing Gordon. Because then Kane can come deep, get Foden in behind, get Bellingham in behind, get Saka in behind, get Gordon in behind, and go from there. That's what I do. Anyway. I think I already played Connections because I did it early morning. So I'm just gonna go on a random Sporkle quiz. Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna record.
Just had the most audacious snap. How was game 1? Hashtag now wasting my time.
It was fine. Zoltox, it was
You get
fine.
shot, you lose the round, you lose the game.
Oh, who was that?
It's an
Natural
FPS
Cabbage, thanks for the
game.
2 months. Sorry.
Banana.
We're gonna do my pick'ems. Because I won't have time tomorrow. What shall we start? We'll start with the MEA. You're gonna help me, chat. Where are we? Turn off the sub goal as well. Chat. Where are you? Let's be having you. Okay, I'll go up there. There you are.
Hello. I like
Hello,
money.
Dancing with Ghosts. Thanks for the super chat. What did you say? I can't donate 60 cents to match the 60-bit donation, so have $5. Oh, how nice. Wait, is that Akuma? Is that you? Or is it someone else? Alright, let's do these pick'ems, shall we? How should I do this? Probably this is best, right? Hello! Pick'ems time again! Pick'ems! Woo! Got my chat here to help out as well this time. So they're going to let you know who they think is going to win these games. We're going to start with the MEA. Let's go. So, first game. Fnatic Vitality. Ooh, interesting game. Fnatic looked okay. I don't think they looked amazing in their game against BBL, but they looked okay, right? Like, it was okay. But Vitality, I think, look, Safe's playing Duelist. And I've been a big put Safe on Duelist and watch it all go right. And with the Neon buffs coming in now as well, Safe has shown a very good Neon in the past. I think Vitality might be a big improver from where they were previously to now, personally. So am I going to pick Vitality? Am I gonna do it? What do you think, chat? Let's see the spams in the chat. Well, who would you pick? There's quite a few Vitalities in there. There's quite a few Vitalities. All these people saying Vitality, by the way, they definitely will, in their pick'ems, just pick Fnatic. You know that that's happening already. I think that Vitality could win this game. And I've just got bad vibes around Fnatic right now. I don't know why. Oh, man, do I? I mean, they play Kamiko later in this week as well, man. That's tough. No, I'm going to go Fnatic. After all that deliberation, I'm going to go Fnatic. But I think this will definitely be a 2-1. Team Heretics versus FUT. Wow, all the bangers coming early in the MEA. But I probably, like most people, probably just think that Heretics are just the better team. And you know what? Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm going to pick Vitality to beat Fnatic. Because I do believe in it somewhat. And Safe sometimes is in the chat. So there you go. BBL versus Team Liquid. See, I had some BBL belief, and actually I thought the BBL on the whole, I mean, they weren't too bad against Fnatic. Common Core, it wasn't great.
You get shot, you lose the round.
Cabin, thanks for the 8 months.
It's an FPS game.
If you sub now, though, you won't appear on stream, but I'll still see it and hear it. Kexi, here we go.
Liquid on top, woo.
You know what? Just for Kexi, who's a big Team Liquid fan in my chat, I'll pick Liquid just for you. I don't really believe it, but I'll go with it. Na'Vi versus Giants. Obviously, Na'Vi, it feels like everything's kind of falling apart. Against a Giants team that, you know, I mean, they won a game again. Like, maybe could have a bit of a resurgence, I think. So, oh man, if Na'Vi lose this, then it is genuinely over. I still think that Na'Vi will win, personally. I still think that Na'Vi are good enough to win that game, but they might lose. They might collapse. Koi versus Gentle Mates. Oi, 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 oi.
Fuck Kexaput barrel.
I'm not putting barrel. I'm putting liquid for Kexi. And his deep voice. Koi gentle mates. Holy. Go on, tell me. This is a chat pick. I'm just gonna. Whoever's got a funny name in chat. Shut up, FM.
Liquid is a tier 2 team. Don't troll, please.
You pick against them then. Who's got a funny name? Who am I gonna let pick?
Fuck FM for the sake of it.
Oh, Syrup. There we go. Syrup, Trevor Zakowski, pick Koi. There you go.
Hello, I like money.
And Dant, what the fuck? $50? $50 from Dancing. What?
If you don't pick Gentlemates, I will do bad things.
Look, FM, 50. I vote Fnatic over Vitality, Heretics over Foot, and Team Liquid over BBL. I mean, I just got given $50. So, Fnatic over Vitality, Heretics over Foot, got that, and Liquid over BBL. It's locked in. It's locked in. $50. Sellout? Look, I mean, I'll take it. Fnatic versus Calming Core. I'm going to pick Calming Core, though. Unless you give me another $50 to not do that. Don't do that. But I think the Calming Core looked good in their first game. And I think, again, with a new map as well, Eng's going to be cooking. I think Calming Core are going to be pretty good. And then Koi versus Giants. I mean, we've already got Koi winning one game, so I'm going to go Giants because I actually think the Giants are okay. So that's going to be my EMEA pick'em. FM, chill down. What should we do next? Let's do China. Let's do a fast China one next. So China, here we go. Fast one in China. FPX did lose to Trace. I mean, crazy, I know. But I'll still pick them to beat JDG because Trace are pretty decent. EDG versus DRG. I mean, DRG lost as well. Oh my goodness. What do I do here? How out are we on EDG? They've already made it to champs. How out are we on EDG? Pick the little dragon. He's so cute. TCH clears these frauds. Fine, I'll pick DRG. We know who we're picking in the next one. Hi-ho! Wolves. Wolves win. I have to pick Trace over JDG. Tech Tai Lu. Probably two of the worst teams. I'll go Tech. FPX versus AG. Even though AG are kind of getting better as well, I'll still stick with FPX and play it safe. Your boys Billy are gaming. They're making champs 100%. Billy all the way. And then EDG versus Nova. I'm not going to pick against EDG twice. I'm going to give EDG at least one win here. Let's go EDG over Nova. Although Nova did beat DRG as well. And I have DRG beating EDG. So Nova could win. Hi, Canada, man. Okay, I'm not... If this goes map 3, we'll have time to watch it. How are we doing on time here? We're about to start. Oh, no, we're not about to start. Cool. Let's get through this then. I turned chat off? Where's all the chat gone? Oh, no, it's there. You just didn't chat for a while. Okay, Pacific. Talon versus DFM. DFM won. Oh, Dancing with Your Ghost. Here we go again. Who are you? Wait, so $50 more and I can rig this whole thing? I mean, yeah, but you don't have to. Talon versus DFM. Look, I think Talon are kind of good. What was that bit?
Hello TMV. I have
just
fixed the issue with today's video. Smile. Also, let's go DRG.
I don't have time to answer these.
Hello, I like
I might have to mute the desktop audio. Sorry, I'm not answering you, FM. Okay, Talon versus DFM, Pacific. DFM did win, but I do still think that Talon will be better than DFM. DF Focus May, however you say it. So I'm going to go Talon. Zeta versus RRQ. Zeta are in the absolute bin. RRQ, who beat the RX. T1 versus Global. Poor T1. They're out, I think. But I think Global are probably also out. Global won against Bleed, but that's Bleed. And I think T1, even though they're out, will still win. Sad for T1 losing in overtime. Bleed versus Gen G. Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Paper X versus DFM. Sorry, DFM. And DRX versus Talon. Some absolute... I mean, we should get a couple of stomps here, really. DRX versus Talon. I mean, that's actually a good game, though. Ooh, that's a good game. Who wins that? Talon or DRX? The chat saying Talon. Oh, no, no. Now some DRXs. Oh, it's kind of 50-50. I'm going to lean cautious. I'm going to go boring here and go DRX. Dominus Array, thanks for 23 months. Sorry, your message is not being read out, but it's because I turned the alert box off. Okay, they haven't started yet. We can get it in. We can get it in. We can do it. We won't miss the game. I promise. Oh, shit, it's a super week. We might miss it.
This is Valorant. Heritage.
PRX versus DFM is going to be tough to watch. I'll just feel bad the whole time.
That is sad. Okay, let's speedrun this. America's super week. EG Furia. Furia won a game, but EG, Jogmo, my goat. EG, they're making champs. Sen versus Crew. We haven't seen Crew, so it's a bit difficult to know really what's going on here, but I think Sen looked good enough for me to want to pick them. Loud versus Meeber. I have to go for Loud, unfortunately, MIBR. Lev versus 100 Thieves. Oh, the battle of... Oh, man. Lev versus 100 Thieves. Will 100 Thieves be back? Versus Lev? Man, that's a tough one as well. Battle of Frauds. Man. I'm gonna say 100... but then again, they... man. I'm gonna go 100 Thieves. I'm gonna go 100 Thieves. NRG versus G2. Ooh, NRG versus G2. We're recording this, by the way, as G2 are 1-0 up against Cloud9. Man, there's some tough games. Game started? Oh, the game has started. Maybe I'll wait for the next timeout. We'll do it in the next timeout. Oh, Dancing gave $10. Oh, who are you? Cloud9 beats Sentinel for sure. Gotta vote that way. Oh, God. Oh, no audio.
No easy targets, at least there is. Trent onto the rotation. Dizzy, though. Connection there. Blinding up the screen, and the back five position is going to be 4-4. One out by G2, but he still have to worry about his one player. Rooney tucked towards danger, and Oxy has this crossfire, but he is spotted. Valin, top of the classic, just quite missing. Oxy, though, dropped to 34. Health. High C to Fuse was coming online. Needed to be broken in a fight to one out towards the back anyway.
Okay, so I have to have Cloud9 beating Sentinel.
A range of ideas there.
Okay.
Managing their fuel very effectively. Normally, people are going to wall up as they cross over
so
the
first time out,
we'll
finish
believe
it.
what they did was go for the Leah cross, so that then they keep fuel.
Cloud9 beating Sentinels? Are you kidding?
And then still get forwards to Snowman. Small stuff, but it actually does make a huge difference, those little details, and catching opponents off guard and giving yourself the timings you need to set up.
Someone's got to hit that shot. So what are they playing? They're playing Reyna still.
This is the first one that C9's been able to get
Not
in the
ISO.
series.
That's where it starts.
And it made a massive difference on a set. I understand where Imi was coming from, that they didn't play the attack half that great, but in my head, kind of neither did G2 play to perfection on their attack half.
I felt like both teams definitely close. Yeah, all the focus, emphasis being placed on the defensive side to that map, but here on Icebox, definitely looks like Cloud9 have some very cool ideas.
What are we doing,
That's
Zephyr?
not one of them. Overextends, yeah, and that might be handing over a slide gun. Not too sure if he did have one of the weapons in his hands or not. Oxy given any free sight lines of any free kills here for G2. Goal's going to be trying to do a bit of that economical damage. High Tide actually does cut away a lot of the common angles you would be trying to play for. And obviously can't really spam with this one. Still with a Guardian. We'll get it along with the dismiss. Icy just tapping away at the defuse. Trying to pull that util out of them. Tapping away with the rifles. Finally getting the job done.
Okay, they end up with 2 kills. It's not too bad for C9. Could have been very bad. I mean, I don't know what Zep is doing. Oh, Big Maxi, sorry.
C9.
Don't know if they love it.
You lose the
Thanks for the 4 months.
My boy's hungry will go further in the Euros than those frauds England.
So instead, what a shot. Instead, they're going to be playing these aggressive spots. They're going to be trying to put pressure on G2. And I think the way that G2's composition works, it kind of... G2 would like them to just sit back and not challenge. If you're playing a very passive post ban, then suddenly the Viper Harbor and the Gecko all get really big value.
Do you watch any Mia T2?
Zephyrd's one away from getting thrashed.
Sometimes.
Snowball's starting to accrue. Up and about now.
It's easier when there isn't a fucking fuck ton of tier 1 on.
Probably seen quite a bit there. Got broke a little bit too late. Jump spot from Leaf.
Like when it's in like the gaps in between tournaments, definitely.
Pre-fire. A re-clears core. G2 dizzy.
I'm a bit surprised
just about missing.
They are playing the Reyna still, but maybe they want the
Could
flash
have been a
again.
good timing there to try to go for the exec. You know that there was 2-3 players over towards mid.
The shield is just so good.
Zephyr may choose to use the thrash. What a shot! Opens it up. Trent was just looking for information. C9 had not made a whisper over towards green.
Yeah. Just intrinsically.
Now when they come and they don't have the rota either. Fucking rough here for G2. Whose icebox they have struggled.
Right through mid to clear it out. It is a cool idea, just in case there were players. Just
this is Valorant.
H-Multimore, thanks for the 15 months as well.
Plants online for them too, so Cloud9, it's a great idea for their bonus round.
Bit of a weird plant spot.
The plant's in an unusual spot there as well, actually. Because Zephyr didn't plant with Wingman, they've gone for like a tucked position.
I think they can still play with the mid players, right? Spam it. It's not too much danger there. Cove's going to be immediately dealt with, broken. High Tide does cause some potential problems. Have to be really calm and collected, I think, into this moment with these shots. But yeah, the mid players can finally apply that pressure. The damage done in the kill. Time ran away from them. This is G2 that are going to be falling short of the mark. Shy of the mark. Cloud9, though. Beautiful work, honestly.
Yeah, they've put a lot of time into this.
Okay, C9 looking strong early on.
P
Worker won.
They were winning in
Next 100 bits.
3 EMEA teams after this first week.
I mean, Heretics by a way.
No duelist kind of look.
Then probably.
When they came over to play this at
What,
Masters, they didn't really find any value. They were getting. Actually, I mean, against some teams, they got toasted. They lost 13-1 to T1.
Yeah.
And that was a team that was just looking to try to take fights, challenge them aggressively.
And this is the comp that they lost to on defense side, so I'm a bit surprised they went defense side. They lost 13-1 to T1 playing this comp.
I mean, again, using the leads across, forwards, and past. Meet their match in terms of the players there. Valent does get the one and still staying alive, but drone should clear him out of the position. He's got reinforcements with Trent, but the guns aren't really there. Still taking the swing. An attempt to defy. Again, doesn't have a rifle, only the stinger. Cove to evacuate. And even pushes back up. This is unexpected. With the cascades. Going for it, man. He's just swinging. They're holding.
I mean, I respect it when you're in an eco round like this, but I think C9 should still be able to handle what's being thrown at them.
What have we got? A stinger and a show.
Plan's finally there. One side to Dizzy. You can't be letting this one slip, though. It'd be put apart, man. At the seams.
Know where he is.
Left it just down to Moose now. Doesn't matter about the lack of weaponry because they got the man advantage. Spraying it through almost there with the transport.
Wow, big from Moose. Okay, we might get a timeout. I'm getting ready to finish the Americas pick'ems.
Certainly did.
It's a big one from Moose with the Red Bull clutch. That would have been a bad one for C9 to let slip. At G2 with only 2 players left, Leaf and Trent, finding kills.
Timeout? Is it?
They're at long range with the
Tell me, Sideshow!
It did not feel like they should have been favored. But there's so many angles that they could swing from. I think they caught the
It is, isn't it? It is.
Off guard. heading into another rifle round.
Oh, no, it's not.
You get shot. You lose the
Fin. Thanks for the 6 months.
But it's still heading a little bit out of control. Zephyr, another.
No duelist dice, but something we can get in terms of win rate.
Now he's gonna have to finish the first rifle round.
What happens when you just get these wins on the attack side and the plan constantly
It depends. Like, what do you mean? Like, because again, some of these like range, like no. When you say no duelist, it kind of depends what you mean. Because I think that like this kind of comp has been like okay.
Catching the backside player. 1 tag, 2 tags, enough to get at least a kill. Jonah P drops down now, forced to take the spectator seat. Rest of G2
Jonah
now
dies as well. I mean, that just
simmer. Look at this pause.
Feels like we're always
being
struggling.
inserted into the round by Cloud9. They're going to be waiting out.
I mean, it's just been B hits,
waiting for the Viper fuel,
which is kind of rare. You don't normally see a team dominate on B.
Drop down though, maybe just to try and fight them. Catching T2 potentially when they were setting up, and yet not aware. Vanity already.
Okay, we're gonna get a timeout.
Taking all that space. There's an ult wasted. Lee still lands it.
They've got to be careful not to toss this one away. Previous round got very close. If Zephyr takes a challenge against Valin and throws his life away.
If Leaf won that, maybe there was a chance and a possibility, but
yeah, maybe.
At this point, 1v3, Vanity or Valin got to be thinking about giving this one up. Oxy on the hunt. He knows that the money's running short. Pre-fire. Just hearing footsteps. Valin, got to stay alive in the spot.
Yeah, I mean, the kills are valuable to some degree because it's going to keep C9 a little honest, but to be honest, the economy's going to be fairly heavily out of control here. As close as map 1 was. Uneven halves for sure, but very close between the two teams. Both excelling on defense, struggling on attack. Looking like they had good game plans.
Okay, yes. The timer is paused. Up we go. Desktop audio down. And then we go chat on. Let's finish this. What did we get up to? NRG G2. Okay, NRG versus G2. Close game. Interesting game. Do I believe in Phoenix and some? Or do I believe in G2? I've got to believe in some Phoenix and some. I mean, we got to believe in Phoenix and some, right? Give them a win. Give them a win. Have some hope. Now, I was also given a donation to pick Cloud9 over Sentinels, so I have to do that. Unlucky Sen. Cloud9 win. EG versus Lev. I'm all in on EG. I'm pushing all my chips in. I'm all in on EG, even though they definitely could have lost a Loud, but I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm all in. Loud versus Furia. Oh, Loud have got a nice little Brazilian Farmers week, which is nice for them. And then 100 Thieves have a nice little game against Dynamo BR2. And then we've got NRG versus Crew. Sorry, Crew. It's going to NRG. And Wild Souls. With 10 gifted Wild Souls. What do you want? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Are you trying to change something? Are you just giving the subs? Okay, that's going to be my pick'em. Thank you all. Thank you, chat. Oh, he said pick Sen. I just got gifted 10 subs to pick Sen. Oh, man, what do I do? Fine, I'll pick Sen. Okay, there's the pick'ems. Stop recording. Sorry, Ghost.
How you perform there. So, if there ever was a time to experiment to see whether Reyna works for Oxy, to throw in some Neon or ISO
Goodbye,
picks
chat.
as we head deeper into their map pool.
Sup, Gold, be back.
Yep, they got that breathing room. A heavy stack of G2 on a half buy. Doesn't come to fruition, but they're fast to follow all these noise cues.
And it's so similar.
10 gifted Wild Souls to pick Sen.
Take B main control with a lot
God,
of
I gotta start doing these pick'ems every week.
The Dizzy being used,
We're getting fucking massive donations. We're getting fucking.
And they take a lot of space when they do.
10 gifties?
No, the Dizzy forwards.
I mean, just B hits, guys. We could miss this
position out of nowhere. Still Vanity.
They still don't expect him.
Yep. Now he's got a pit as well. He's going to be layering this one deep across the site. It's going to be making it hard to pass.
You get shot. I mean, Oxy again is just an crazy
FPS game. G2 not wasting
13 to 0 G2 win champs.
In hand, Oxy. Already chewing them up.
Who was that? That was Ed Points. Oh no, that was Heroin Master with the 2 months. Thank you.
Spamming through into the pit. 6 rounds in a row.
I don't think G2 are winning champs, no. They had Ed points next to the 7 months, and Thrumpis, what a nice name. With a new prime as well, thank you.
Yeah, they've still got this Thrash to be using in the next, a pivotal buy round. Yeah.
He locked it in, he can change it still. I can't. Dancing with your ghost. I don't know who you are. Are you a normal Twitch chatter that has now just moved to YouTube?
I feel like there's still a little bit
Is it you, Akuma?
from G2. 6 rounds in.
Who are you?
The Cloud9 are going to be on site. They're going to be on site, they're going to be deep on site, and they're going to be fighting you. And normally teams are only going to do that when they run a double smokes comp. We see a lot of the Viper Clove or Viper Omen comps go for those kind of positionings. But they're doing it just off Oxy's range.
13-0?
And that is not a good start for G2 in this round.
It's really not.
Classic Arena
G2
Smurf
trying to make those
skin.
adaptations as well with their setup. They started with 3 players over towards B main, a high tide ripped across.
But Vanity's already 1 step ahead.
Exactly.
Like, all right, well, we've been doing this B play over and over again. They're going to have an adjustment for
How
it.
much more am I earning by streaming on
Icy
YouTube as
over
well?
on
Well, I mean, I was a fucking idiot for not streaming on YouTube before. I don't know why I was so hesitant to do so. Probably because it took an ounce of effort.
Lockdown used by Moose.
But because it took an ounce of effort, I didn't do it.
Yeah, not choosing to use the Soberall to break it.
Oh, Hunter's Fury. Or Trent might get punished here, surely.
Oh, Valen's
that was being
hold
covered, so Vanity was seeking to at least do that damage. Valen was
We already
covering
used
over.
lockdown. What are we doing?
Can't land it. It's a messy spray.
Okay,
Onto the high
3v3
ground
in a
here.
weird
30
way.
seconds remaining for Cloud9.
But yeah, it basically doubled my
Running out of
viewership.
options in a 3v3.
So yeah, I should have
Vanity
been
going
doing it all
down,
the
don't
time.
have the luxury of just
That's true, when I
Wait
did
for High
start
Tide to go down,
streaming,
put the
it
wall back
wasn't
up
allowed.
to
That's true.
offend somebody's ults. Thrash gonna be used to
But
clear
yeah,
the way. Up
Twitch doing me a solid there.
Seeing the barrel, no, did Oxy miss it? Still adjusts.
I mean, again, they
Snaps
just,
to the head.
it just feels like C9 can do whatever the fuck they want.
This is
Maybe just do a
Valorant.
bit too passive here. Guardian of the Gate, thanks for the 16 months as well.
Remember what I was talking about earlier, the difference between Oxy on attack and defense the last 2 times that these teams met. On defense, he was still finding huge amounts of value. On attack, G2 shut him down. Oxy could not find the entries. Would you believe it watching Icebox? Not a chance. Look at him, he's just wandering around wherever he wants. Finding pigs, left, right, and center.
Feels like a 13-0. It actually kind of does
feel
like a
value of the
13-0.
Reyna. Because you can walk your way into that spot as other agents, but you're going 1 for 1.
Yeah.
With the Reyna, you get the kill, you're out. Your teammates can cover the retreat.
I do remember when T1 won A 12 times. Apparently C9 wanted to just apparently C9 just wanted to show that it's possible on B as well. But here we go. They're doing
Now
A
they
here.
set their sights over towards A.
Show me the 13-0. I mean,
It's looking
like it.
so like it, man.
G2 surely going to be able to win rounds here or there. Maybe a Thrifty would be a good one to get them started, but it almost feels like they're out of it already.
Yeah. Oxy's forwards will get taken out. Shot from the Sheriff, but Leaf not expecting it. Look at it, man!
Holy, I mean, we are on watch.
Yeah, it was a
I mean, in the round before, they just used their Killjoy and Silver ult and didn't get a ton of value from them
just not
either.
making those adjustments. Or maybe just the comp just can't do it.
Yeah, the comp does struggle with it too. When Vanity gets into a rhythm like this, he destroys
Okay,
teams.
we do have
When he's got a good
free
feel
ults.
of his team are having success,
But we
and
are
he
not
knows
shooting
what
back.
adjustments his opponent's going to make, he's always 1 step ahead. Look how he's predicting the adaptations that Vanity's making, and he's always finding the next layer to it. He's very good at staying in control when he's in control.
I mean,
Does he
yeah,
have some
their
weaknesses
Icebox
with
has
making
not
the
been
adjustments when
great.
things are struggling? Yeah, I would say so. But here, no issues whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, that spells desperation a little bit with
everything.
Icy.
It's just like
Opted
everything
into
they
the
try.
operator, and Oxy at just the right time picks it up himself and just diffs him. Shuts him down.
It just feels like they're in the comms of G2.
Yeah.
And again, they've always got this mid look. It's
Fire
like
again,
always
same
finding
spot.
value.
Moose not able to collect it with the bullets, but again, that opening pick off
Oh no.
surely sets him up nicely. Moose as well is
Still
causing all
finds a
sorts of
kill.
chaos into mid. Finally traded, cleaned up, vulnerable though, applied. Jonah P is steady, can't quite land it, not with the aim. There's too much util just flying forwards.
So they get down, they stop the plant, but I mean, again, like we had 3 big ults. I guess the off death wasn't great.
Do manage to clean up the one.
Valen, they don't know about.
Just trying to transition back over towards safety with the rest of his team. It is a
Vanity's kind
2v3.
of trolled this.
Trent managed to find that. Hello, now it's a possibility. Wasn't looking like it prior, but Definitely know what his players might be. Rooney, crucial and critical kill.
That Rooney was expecting.
Just pre-fired onto the corner. Trent almost finding it. Damage done to them. Dart at the attempt at the timing. Knows where the last player is. No more util, and it all comes down to ring around the rosies. And Trent making all the noise, and Rooney knows it. Toying with him. Won't allow him. Not for the fight.
Beautifully done. 9 in a row. Trent with the consolation ace.
An ace and a loss.
That's got to be one of the most gutting feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, second time out. Oh, here we go. Dancing with $5 more.
Oxy's so ready for that.
I found your channel yesterday. I briefly heard it mentioned in a Woojin vid a while ago. I don't have Twitch lol. Just showing love and having fun. Bruh. A fucking new oiler.
Toying with Trent there. Yeah. And that's the kind of vibes.
Yesterday? You found my channel yesterday. That's fucking crazy. And we've had people in here for 2 years that are barely giving me anything. All of the content they've sucked me dry for free.
Once more in the regular season,
and now we get an oiler.
Cloud9 on their map pick are utterly in control. There are no openings for G2 whatsoever.
Yeah. I believe this is the last time out to be used by G2 already in this first half, so yeah, using all of it already.
And all of the peasants, all of the poor peasants.
Now, at this point, it does feel.
No, I appreciate all the peasants.
It certainly does, but
let's give the peasants some love.
Of course not.
Save the timeout and get a third one.
Farming ads? I barely run ads.
It doesn't work like that.
I run a 1 minute ad after each map.
GGTMV got too rich for us.
When teams like
That's way less than most people, no?
Up towards this spot in the top of kitchen, where you're on the kitchen looking towards the bridge at the top of B nest. You play anti-flash.
Run up Cyclone? No, I just run one minute.
Here we go again. Tory MV with the poverty hating.
I appreciate the peasants.
These are not good positions, I don't think.
My goodness, with a reveal, almost to punish Jonah P with a pit. Darted down. Obviously, we'll have to respect this.
This is Valorant.
Killer Angel, thanks for the 12 months. Yeah, so also, fucking turn ad block off for TMV. I give you one 1 minute ad after every map. You'll go fucking, you know, make a drink or something during that ad. Leave it on. Support the stream, peasants.
Look at how close they are to him. Drone, heard. Surely some util goes flying forward. Yes, with the molly, but I believe it missed and already is around to the side.
Here we go, Canada man with the worst dollar.
There's a weaker defense and so much unawareness.
The Canadian dollar.
What
did you say?
I
love standing with ghosts. You spelled their name right.
Sucking you dry.
Reckoning, Dizzy, a miss, a rebound here, and a fight forwards. Valen finally with a cleanup.
Thanks, Frog Daddy-O, for the 4 months.
Every ult at their disposal and finally being expended to potentially.
No, don't win, G2.
2v3.
Don't win. Give me my 13. No, give me my content.
Playing this one.
Oh
no! Finally, they get one on the board.
My content.
13-0 are dead. This is tragedy. Yeah, it's good ultimates there.
My
G2.
content.
They use all 3 of them though, and that's the only round that they've been able to put on the board. And not only did they have to use the ults, but also Valen had to shut down Oxy. Oxy there had forced a 1v1 that if he wins, that's probably the round again. This kill right here, a massive one for Valen to get, but they've struggled with it in every other round.
Come back?
9-1. Is there any chance that Cloud9 are going to be worse on the defense side? I just don't think so with Oxy playing Reyna. I think there's so many ways that he can play Reyna and disrespect G2's utility.
Yeah, it feels unlikely.
To get advantages. You know, even if G2 make it 3 at the half, I'm struggling to
see
you
missed it.
Oh, and Jonah P's missed the...
Yeah, whiffage with the orb, so the one-way's not set up.
Bro, you can just fucking right-click that thing on there.
It rains, it pours.
But a stack of 3 players.
God, that, I mean...
Might be exactly what G2 ordered. We'll find out. It's a Dizzy and a refight together. Surprised that nobody was really ready for it. But there's going to be the thrash, at least used. Btain, Jonah P, skipping and hopping around. And needs to be defended. This team should have his back. Rooney, precise. One bullet did it.
Yeah, Rooney had shock darts as well that he could have tried
4v2
to pop into Jonah. I don't think they realized quite how low Jonah P was. It tells you a lot about how the game's going that I really feel like this 2v4 might be winnable for C9.
Very
whether
winnable.
G2 give them anything.
Oh, hello. Is that going to be deep enough? Oh, just narrowly avoided. Joe and a P, 5 HP. One left to stand and one will
Okay,
fall.
Journal, let's go.
So second
Winnable.
G2.
Winnable.
For that reclear strategy over towards B. I was talking about the fact that with the KO Gecko, then that's a really good strat. I didn't think it would work just with one Dizzy.
If I watch the new House of the Dragon, no, I'm watching it tomorrow. I haven't seen either of the 1 or 2. No spoilers. Spoilers in chat, you will be banned. I mean, I kind of know what.
So they got value out of it, but it took them so long to try something like that.
Yeah. Surprisingly enough as well with how dominant this has been for Cloud9. Money taking a bit of a tumble as a Spectre purchase for Vanity.
Why is someone's name in the YouTube chat? TMV, oil up as you promised.
Full throttle.
I don't know who started this. It's probably you who started it, let's be real.
Navalia going to be committed. Data into the back. Lots of spaces where potentially G2 could be anchoring, and they definitely swarmed it with enough players now.
Oh, nice
with
shot
Oxy
by
shut
Lee.
down, that should open up the floodgates. G2 now surely feeling like they can play this.
Apparently you
into
promised
deeper
you'd
positions.
oil up
They
if
get that
G2
weapon
won.
disadvantage
Someone
to
showed
Spectre
me, I
to
think it was one of the
win that
mods
fight.
on the Discord, showed me
Online. 3 so far in a
like
round, 2
on
players
the
left to
fucking.
stand. The charge against him.
Still gonna get
Kick
half
over to
though.
the fuse. Look at that wingman already getting the half online. C9. It doesn't matter.
Probably no comeback. Yeah, someone showed me someone else's video where the top comment was, remember when TMV said he'd oil up.
G2's hopes. Curses be damned, we're not getting the 9-3.
And it was someone else's video.
So set up for it.
Early payout, Thinwood, I think you have a problem. Like, I don't
to be honest with you.
I don't want to say it,
So dominant for Cloud9.
but bruh,
They barely had chances, G2.
you're constantly talking about early payouts.
Like this one.
Why?
Cloud9 clearly
This isn't a
moving around
fucking
this map.
betting
Yeah,
app
I mean,
where
map one
you know
was a
you
tale
can
of,
cash out early.
Two sides, two teams being comfortable on the defensive half of Ascent. We'll find out if that's the case still.
Or are you
here
just
on
trying to
Xbox,
create
but
chaos?
So far, it feels like Cloud9 have just got all the work done for them.
Right, chat. How about this? How about we do an early payout, and if G2 come back to win, Thinwood has to gift 50 subs. How about that, Thinwood? Go on if you want the early. No, not like this. Or he gets permed. Is everyone happy to pay it out? And Thinwood either gives 50 or gets permed. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Let's hope. You better fucking hope Cloud9 win.
I like money.
Choose outcome. C9. Complete prediction. We paid it out. Here we go. I mean, it is 10-2, and they have destroyed them.
No need to worry, Thinwood C9 will win this in convincing fashion.
He doesn't read YouTube chat. You know, it's always funny. I always do read the he doesn't read YouTube chat. Valorant players are very stupid, very low IQ. See? A Nubex Slayer, thanks for the 100 bits. Don't know if you meant to send a message like that, or just supporting the stream. There you go. Not a peasant.
Being able to force.
Maybe just thought to prove that you're not a peasant. You just wanted to give 100 bits. I mean, you are backing C9. I will just, you know, we're on C9
I don't
here.
even want to call it. Yeah, it's just
He only
been
reads, he doesn't
pure-
read
pure
YouTube chat
brilliance from
messages.
Cloud9
See, now
start to
this is
finish.
the thing. Now I'm going to
Let's
start
see if it's
reading
mirrored on their
you
defensive
saying
half,
that I
starting with
only
the
read
pistol
those messages
Yeah, I
as
feel
well.
like Oxy should be
So then
even
I'm
better
reading
on the
2
defense.
messages, and then we'll
The
go
way
one
the
layer
brain
deeper.
works, the angles that you can play.
Here we go.
They're running a bait and switch for him right on the pistol. Vanity and Zeppa here supposed to distract so that Oxy can get value.
Holding this up close and personal. Seeking to fight here with the drone. Is there going to be anybody breaking this one? Want to clear out these players, I believe.
I want you oil you. I want you oil up as you promised. I didn't promise one. Oh, I think Thinwood might be okay. Zeppa saving Thinwood's skin. Although Leaf tearing down Thinwood's skin. I think Thinwood should oil up. G2 wins.
Instance. Yeah, that's huge. Opens up the site. Actually gives them an opportunity there. Argument to be made that Moose should have been playing that a little safer, but I think credit to be given to Leaf, and he's got himself into another position, looking to
Thinwood is 13.
Basically, right here with this
that's true. I don't know Thinwood's age. Don't oil up if you're a minor.
But too late. Not expecting that Leaf would already be up there. 1v2.
That's true. I just assumed you were
hot, alerting his position.
An adult.
Already playing this one.
Most people here are adults.
G2 not willing to really give anything
statistically, I'm good.
Fantasy can try and catch this.
Come on, Vanity, for Thinwood.
Spotted, yes, just ever so
TMV, would you rather piss a grape or shit a pineapple?
Eventually there.
Why would you ask
me? C9 get the first pistol round, G2
Oh,
respond with the other.
I don't even want to know.
Are we really going to see G2 run all of the rifle rounds back?
I mean, get it on a scent.
Certainly doesn't seem likely.
Yeah, it doesn't seem likely.
Are most people here actually adults?
Oxy kind of whiffed.
Yeah, I think.
The setup worked. Oxy had a timing to be able to peek out.
My average age is probably around like 19, 20, I think.
And his aim is very good. So, G2 getting away with it just a little bit there, and they've also doing a great job of being able to open things up on the other side of the map.
Same setup here. Going to be using a wingman. Push the back, I believe, spotted Oxy.
And Immortal 3.
G2, they know that the push is
well, I do think my average rank is
just holding
pretty high, to be honest. But judging by Throw City and stuff like that, I think the average TMV viewer rank is quite high.
They frequently were finding themselves.
Like if the average in the actual game is like what, Gold 1?
Map in a BO3, and then
I would guess the TMV average is maybe even like up to like Plat 1, honestly, if not higher.
That was the narrative going
Probably higher, honestly. Maybe even
but
like Diamond.
It's a similar kind of thing to this, in the sense that it didn't knock their morale, right? If you're trying to learn anything from that kind of pattern, it would just be that they're not going to dwell on losses. So even if C9 very cleanly closed this out with like 13-4 scoreline or something, I think G2 are going to be good enough to be able to reset for Lotus.
What bronze player watches TMV? That's true. I mean, yeah. I mean, the type of content that I make, the type of video I make, obviously, like, it's just not conducive to someone who plays the game very casually. Is it? Let's face it. You're all we've assembled the freaks of Valorant.
Experienced,
which explains a lot
at this point. Yeah. I still think of them as this guard duo that was new to Reykjavik and didn't quite make their mark on an international stage, but the amount of experience they've built up now, just in Tier 2, find themselves here at Shanghai making the deepest run out of all the teams from the Americas.
Absolutely. They've been to 2 international events, placed on the podium in the most recent, and they had the experience to win in Ascension.
Yeah.
They are giving
Do I even play the game? I mean, rarely.
Leaf was giving it to Vanity in the previous round as well, so, it's all...
I just play with my friends and the odd occasional Throw City EMEA game to really fucking make sure I'm depressed.
The children have to split their time.
They
spend the weekends with Leaf.
Yeah.
That's a long-range duel.
Jamie's 1337, thanks for the 10 months.
Shout out Turtle for life for tweaking my last Icebox game.
No. I mean, no, not at all. Ask me again 5 rounds from now.
I'll keep trying to pull it out of you.
Yeah, no. But I think it's less to do with what the scoreline actually is and more.
Okay, here we go. Thinwood. If G2 win this, you're in trouble.
Big ultimates to play around.
God, if they actually win this game, it's gonna be so fucking fun
all the time. So it's difficult to get that old cycle working for you.
Yeah.
The Pred was literally 50-50 as well, so.
Interesting pathing. That's
quite good.
Yeah. Zeppa's going to be forced out of position here from this. Look at the spam and the damage. No bullets.
That's a nice pathing with the wall.
Vanity just trying to provide that covering fire.
I was born after the PS4 came out. Fuck me, don't say that.
And he
How young are you? Why are you even here?
To go back over towards A.
Shouldn't you be like,
also means that he might be out of this round completely.
Using Mummy's iPad or something?
Actually get something done.
You're welcome. I helped dancing with your ghost to join the Discord.
Thanks, Canada, man.
I want to go for the committal, but it does reveal his position there with a nano swarm being thrown.
Well, they're from the US, so you just want them to play Throw City NA with you.
Timing was kind of given.
And that's another $5. Speak of the devil. Like fucking,
out of the mix, out of the picture. Vanity
what's the demon called?
Make sure that he just really
say their name and they turn up. Bloody Mary.
Cloud9.
Okay, C9, Thinwood skin.
Got all the weaponry available. Still here for G2.
Might be saved.
Extension into the round with Jonah P.
They get to 11 here, they should be good.
Still, he's gonna have to take a few more risks, I think, to make this one possible. Leah in his face, blinded. Oh,
no.
Oh no, Jonah P.
Oh no.
Surely don't do this to him. The professor at work. School might be in session, but still it's a 1v2. It's a lot to overcome. Just the foots peeking out over the edge, dropping down. Lou. Okay, Moose.
Okay, they got there in the end. What did you say,
Dancing? The shot.
Great effort from Jonah P, who was fantastic throughout.
I joined the Discord. The Canada man just told me you joined the Discord. Welcome to the Discord. Enjoy Throw City. If this goes to map 3, we'll watch the Throw City video. We can watch people troll around in Throw City. Play Throw City. Join Throw City. Are you in EU, APAC, or NA? Well, then there's a Throw City community for you.
Oh, I've got to go where they're going. And instead, just holds his time, super patient, rewarded for that patience. And allows his team to
Throw City NA even has a fucking Minecraft server.
Well, gets inside the cove, dominates that space.
We're creating a real community
Again,
of
just
gamers.
showcasing that C9 are so far ahead of what G2 are doing.
Any rank can join.
They know that Leaf loves
free.
to lurk.
Go for this lurk, yeah. Alone.
Okay.
He's always
I think Thinwood has been saved, and I think the Pred will be correct, so no one can complain. You go for the cross the map.
This is Rooney
It's an interesting server.
Unorthodox in the position, but I guess when the entirety of A is afforded to you, can do it.
We also play Among Us and Gartic Phone. Let's Throw City, custom 10-mans in the Discord server.
Yeah, Vanity's just got an internal map of exactly where the G2 players are positioned.
Throw City Roblox when? Kexi, be the change you want to see. Can we ban him anyway just for the fun?
G2 are going to be forced to slow this one.
I hope for it to be closer. Yeah, me too. I was kind of hoping that G2 would. I mean, they still could. They still could make you sweat, but
now for the plan.
I do
Okay,
think
an
that.
exchange there with the mollies, mosh pit down and around, a lot of spam and a lot of bullets exchanged, but Jonah P spotted.
Not probably gonna happen.
Pretty
5v3
aggressive
here.
angle and play.
Yeah, and Moose.
What's my 3 Lotus? I mean, we might get some cooking on Lotus. We've seen quite a few teams, you know, go away from the meta comp, so
Cascade there.
see what
A
they
lot of
do.
damage onto these players. Attack from Vanity finally the committal, at least with that wingman. I see. Gets it, but half onto the defuse. It's being defended almost fully, entirely.
GG.
12th round. Gained and granted. Cloud9 up to it. One more step is all they need to take to get to Lotus.
Match point.
This is looking dangerous for any future opponents of Cloud9.
Okay.
Icebox looks good for them here. Attack, defense. They've got solid ideas,
Cloud9.
good understanding of what their
Let's
opponents
go
are going
map
to try
3.
to do.
I think even G2 might
I'd
be
like
ready
to see
to
them
go
go
map
up
3.
against a team with
G2 might need to rethink the sidebox or just ban it, as you were saying earlier. Like their ban right now is Sunset, which I don't think is the hardest map to figure out.
Liked.
Yeah.
They tried running the Sage for a bit, and they're like, nah, it doesn't really work.
And G2 are just facing that reality that comes with, you know, you play at these international events, guess what? Cloud9 weren't spending too much just twiddling their thumbs, but we might see an explosive end to the map just here and now. These one-way positions, one at tons from Zephyr, tagged up by the drone, still just oscillating wildly with the move, but
Oh
it's
no,
G2.
don't fake a comeback.
Managed to overwhelm that position, still here, just trying to dodge and juke it away, but you can escape it. Thrash hunting just down the IGL with Vanity falling. It's a gap in the smoke, not enough for Rooney to play around.
Bit of whiffy there.
Everybody falls.
Okay.
Moose forced to
Make it
save
look good
here.
for
There's
if
really
you
no
want
chance in
G2,
hell
but
that he's gonna go for it.
let's just go map 3.
There's no shot whatsoever. Zephyr's also only got 200 credits, so saving a weapon here is useful. Vanity was scrambling in that spot. He's giggling as he got caught by the Thrash. He's recon darted Thrash, desperately trying to backpedal in that situation.
The only good thing about
But some
Permanent Sunset is you can
important
maybe
deals there, won
fluke
by
wins
G2.
against
They were
Heretics and
holding, ready
BO3s.
for C9 to go for the swings, punishing them. It's going to
Look,
be
I think
important,
Heretics are going to
it would
become
have
a
to be,
massive force in
another
this game.
7 in a row.
And honestly, like,
No,
this is
no
the
need
thing
to
with
ask the
Heretics,
question.
right?
No,
They
you
don't
don't
even
need
need
to
to
ask
win
the
this year,
question
because next year the team is going to stick together, and they're just going to be one of the best teams
No,
next
you
year
don't
as
have
well,
to
you would
wait.
have thought. Like, there's kind of no meta that they won't be good in.
I know the right time.
Right, because Mini-Boo...
When it's a real comeback and a fake comeback.
Because, like, we know Woot can play Julius now as well, so if we ended up in a double Julius meta, they're going to be good. If it's a solo Julius meta, you know, they're fine. If it's a no Julius meta, Mini-Boo can play KO. Like, there's no meta where I think they would be not
but
good.
C9 have the opportunity to take those kind of risks because they were at 12-4.
Yeah.
They've got 8 chances, now down to 7.
How often are the Throw City games?
They've got so many opportunities to
they're
take
every
risks,
weekend,
and eventually one
at
will
least.
probably
Friday,
pay
Saturday,
off.
Sunday, normally.
And they can especially take risks on rounds like this.
They happen on weekdays sometimes as well. But the more people that join, the more likely we are to have it. We've had up to 3 queues at once in both EMEA and Americas, I think. We've had 2 in APAC.
They will be able to save some util for the post. Leave for the plan.
Okay, 5v5 retake.
It's a fast flip by Cloud9. They will try and play
Just locked down as well. Thing is, we can definitely destroy that.
This will be broken. I believe there's an angle if they do manage to get themselves into that 410 position, up and over the top of the rope. Zephyr, this is a risky job, risky business. They can't find anybody who's going to be detained right behind them. And up and over the ropes, they just don't know.
They're not going to think he's here.
Damn sneaky. Leaf is down. There's no way, Zephyr. Just, oh my goodness. Survives the entire time and damage done to Valor means he was a softened up target. Already through and around Vanity. Attack onto it, forcing it through with a thrash. He's right above them. None the wiser, detained up. Right clicks, knife out. Shanking him in place. Cloud9. That's the way they do it. Okay.
Oh, that was funny. It's a funny way to end it there. Okay. Okay, we will watch the Throw City video. Hold on. But yeah, join Throw City. There was a 13-0 in Throw City? Oh no. Canada Man Gaming. Sub to Canada Man Gaming.
Last player.
Oh, shit, sorry. It's a bit loud. For more Throw City videos. Okay, here we go.
Standing.
This could be you, random chatter. Playing with TMV commute. What the fuck is your sense? It's Canada Man. Of course it's fucking Canada Man. And of course they're trying to knife you. You know why? Why is the spike in spawn?
1 enemy remaining.
4 out of 5.
What are they doing?
Left.
Planted the spike. My camera is destroyed.
Hi TMV, hi TMV. I love you TMV.
Yeah. We're fucking cooked. We're cooked.
Fuck Canada Man, I love the kid in the shadows. Thanks for the VIP.
It's a 1v5 and one of my teammates disconnected and didn't come back.
Whatever. Okay, here's APAC. We're playing underwater, whoever you are. I only know it's APAC because 7K is playing. 7K is always playing in APAC.
The slip. Coming at me, man.
Wow, nice. Oh, here we go. Here's a Smurf. Oh no.
Fucking out. Yeah, on side.
Where are you? Spike down B.
A random walrus.
One in arcade. One more.
Last player.
Wonko with the L.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh!
4 down. 30 seconds left.
Oh my fucking god, it's not fair.
10 seconds left.
More Canada Man, what is this? This is just self-promo.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh my god, you're insane.
I'll find you. Mark 1.
So yeah, Throw City, for those of you who don't know, is like ranked, but with hopefully some comms.
Last player standing.
Yeah, that's what you get. Nice.
Oh my gosh, wait, Canada Man, you're the best.
And if you're not an EMEA, it's a positive experience.
Spike down A.
Wow, nice. I have theirs.
All three big.
Fucking all.
You can play it all ranked.
We have bomb, right?
Yeah, we do.
Corner bricks, corner bricks. Nice.
Good trace, good trace.
Oh, power, got it.
Wait, bait for me, bait for me.
I would chip on bomb as well. You guys should just get on.
One enemy remaining.
Wow, on a not a.
What you've done. This is your result, Canada, man. The result of your actions.
Are you saying that I'm a really good team captain and know how to pick teams?
He's my team captain.
Saying you're really good at getting carried by great alpha and center.
Yeah, by picking the team. You could have picked them because I picked alpha
You
first.
got to pick first.
Yeah, and I picked one, and then you could have picked the other two.
True, true.
We got a 13-0. Sag.
Get ready for it.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Oh, he's B man. Flashing. Spike's mid. I'm backing this guy.
Closest throw city game ever played.
Okay, no idea. Probably both together.
Here we go. Here's some APAC throw city. Oh, 7Ks.
Okay.
Here's some EMEA. Toxic Carlos.
Can you flash too? I'll throw.
Oh, wait. Flashing.
On the right.
Look at this, man. Look at this. See, you could play in games like this. Alpha was playing with inverted mouse to handicap himself.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, they're here.
This could be an ace.
Crashes.
I didn't even know you could do that.
No! Oh my god, it's not! Oh! It's not! Let's go!
The crashies!
Oh my god! Inverted mouse.
Boom esports all over again.
I don't have metal on, bro.
Crashies is my favorite.
Don't worry, I got it.
Too. What the fuck?
You have all ammo.
Do they see me? The fuck?
They might have seen you. Oh, wait.
There's no way he wins this.
What is going on?
It's you and me.
No! Oh fuck, he's cooked. Wait, you have full ammo?
I didn't know you were loading. I thought.
You can win this.
Hit for 55. You got this.
Please, Newt, please, I want this game to be over.
Oh boy. 5 bullets. 4 bullets.
Newt, please.
A lot A.
Classic Canada man L. What the hell?
What?
Here we go. Florited. Resident Oiler.
Oh
my god. Oh my god.
Fix it!
That's like a TMV screen. Oh. Oh my goodness, looking like me.
No, my bad.
No! My weakness.
He's a genius.
Arrow pop? Arrow pop's off in here. Oh!
Last player standing.
Ping it.
He's one shot.
There.
It's so boring.
See, the map is broken. Nice map design, right? TMV viewers will be.
Oh, what the fuck?
Huh?
Oh my god.
Oh, 1B main.
Go back,
Seems good.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'll tell. How do you get 2 of us, bro? What the fuck? It was insane.
One. It's you and me.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Oh!
I'm out of here.
On that side.
Ooh, nice.
Maybe flank.
One enemy.
Oh!
Holy shit.
That's clean.
Wait, 3. 3 me up, mate.
No more Canada, man.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, well done. A fucking eco ace against with a neon ult.
It was ginger ale.
Let's all clap for Canada, man.
I'll see.
Alpha who?
Where are all the Nova Scotia clips?
Spike down mid. One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
what is that? He stuck his molly his ass. No.
We should ban ISO and throw City.
Spike planted. Bring them down.
Okay.
ISO and Reyna should be banned.
Why?
It's meant to be a place of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, here's my throw City clip.
Or are we awake?
I'm sleep. I mean,
Play Throw City. What's my Discord?
Throw City
oh,
now
someone give me
has
the
been
Discord
mad
link on
vibes
Twitch
lately.
so I
Join
can-
and you will actually have fun playing Valorant.
Yeah. Someone give me the Discord link so I can post it in the YouTube. There you go. Join the Discord, join Throw City, come and play. It could be you, having fun playing Valorant for the first time ever.
It all lands here on Lotus, and yeah, I mean,
Certainly better than Rank.
Nothing too out of the ordinary. I mean,
Okay, what do we got? We got Breach Gecko with a raise.
G2
G2 playing their normal comp.
competitions as well. You know, Mel making an interesting point as well. The Viper return and face here on Lotus, which is pretty rare. A lot of teams are kind of drifting away from it, actually.
I
at this
have
point
fun
the
in
meta,
ranked? What
after
the
the
fuck?
nerfs that she's had.
You must
but,
be one weird,
we'll see how this
weird
ends up playing
person.
out. There's still a good comp to be played from both of these teams.
Well,
You should review a Throw City game for a VOD? 7k, you just want it because you would be involved in it. If it was an APAC one, you are guaranteed to be in it.
That double initiator.
That's why you want it.
It's not standard.
So we just got the normal comp.
I think that's mostly where my eyes are drawn to. Have C9 cooked stuff up, right? Do they actually have some good ideas? Because I think that's what's defined at least the map too, at least Icebox.
Stream some Throw City tomorrow? No, tomorrow's my girlfriend's birthday, so
C-Mound.
that's why I recorded the pick'ems today.
Giving it up for Moose, though. I mean, G2.
And yes, you can be any rank.
We know the
We'll
style
balance
of this
the
team,
teams.
how they like to play.
Hopefully.
Chances, Moose almost punished. Way out of the real chance of him potentially getting picked off, but once more they just group up, hold the space. They're gonna make sure that they put Leaf into that 4 position over towards Mound. Potentially not give it up on Jonah P. That is a nasty
Shot by
one.
Jonah.
Yeah, that's great. And now there's nobody home.
So what do we
towards
got?
the
We
A
got
side.
one Cypher trip
Not sure
here,
the
so
G2
they
will know that for
I mean,
sure,
they pushed
but
Steve, so yeah, we're
Just
gonna
the fact that
probably
Zephyr was
start
jiggling
rotating.
like that might give
Okay,
them
it's a
some
good smoke.
indication that there's only max 1 player left. C9 really thought that this was a re-hit.
But the thing is, these guys are gonna come towards A, especially if we
can see
throw a
that it's
Fade Horn in
ending B
here,
as
or if we
well.
tap the
So,
door.
C9, the defensive rotation's getting pulled all over the place very early on because of Valen's calling.
30 seconds left.
But now they are in a
Into the corner
decent
there with
spot
Trip Broken
to
2.
maybe contest the
Paranoia,
plan.
Not wasting any time with it. It's already sent flying by
Yeah.
Vanity. Gonna have to use those
They're already
seconds to try
in.
and push them back and away, but the call is made by Cloud9. They have swarmed
Down B.
straight over the position. Oxy
Kind of needs to wait.
definitely done enough here with 3 kills into the round. Time is running short for them. It's a weird situation. The nade rebounds,
10
but
seconds
it's
left.
only going to be preventing Jonah P from really pushing forwards. Who is going to be finally getting this plant down? Hold. Jonah P just needs to land this
Gets
one.
it
Just
down.
walked it out entirely in there.
Okay, well
is
played
the
by
face.
G2 there.
Adjustment in the aim by Icy.
Why has Oxy thrown his nade before they tap? He could have used that. There was like 10 seconds left on the time. He could have used that to deny the plant, surely.
I think
That was
what
a
he was
bizarre
thinking
one.
was he's gonna throw the
I was just
nade
about to
and then
say,
he's
Oxy's
gonna.
done
That's a
such great
crazy
job of
shot.
getting a second nade online here.
So
he can win this round.
the reason I think he does it is he's trying to nade in here and then he's gonna swing the other guy. But I think he missed it. I think he missed the nade. You know, I think he wanted it to go deeper.
It was what they, in my opinion, were the best at. On
But it
Lotus.
kind of bounced off the wall
Was
at
putting
an
pressure
angle,
onto
so
the
it kind of
B
landed like here.
Exactly.
Whereas I think he wanted it to
Straight
land
into the
here.
Yeah.
And
Because
Oxy
if
is
it
the
lands
biggest
here, he
reason
can
for
then
that.
maybe
He's
swing out,
fearless.
kill this guy, and then just run away. But because he kind of
time,
missed
though,
it, it
doesn't
kind of just
quite
didn't work.
out. And C9 lose another pistol.
I am not definitely a Tory.
So only the single pistol won for
I have
Cloud9.
not, in any of my years, voted for the Tories, and probably
G2 just aiming to sniff out if Cloud9 are
never will.
Of any bodies we can see.
I feel like a lot of people my age won't ever vote Tory.
And it's a fairly common setup, you know, to run. Like you have your 4
Okay, so the thing is, these guys are gonna take their time. They're gonna see if he can walk all the way in C.
And then you're just gonna have Leaf kind of.
And once he walks all the way in C,
closer and closer over towards the C site. And if Leaf doesn't see anything,
and they're gonna probably do the same with Valen here.
And if he gets punished,
so these three with their guns chill. You walk this way. You walk this way.
And the
if they
key
die, it
being
doesn't
that
matter.
Leaf is one of these players without a weapon. So if he
He
does
hasn't
go
seen
down,
anything.
taking the slightly more aggressive lurk play, you're not really losing anything. You're not giving a weapon over.
How old
to
am
your
I?
opponent.
I am
So-
26 years of age.
I sleep.
26 and a
I
half.
sleep when the team makes the optimal decision and stacks the side on the eco.
Well, and I think
People
that's
always
one of the
seem
big reasons why G2's
shocked by it for
underrated,
some reason.
is because people sleep when optimal Valorant is played.
Have I seen all the edgy reform
People
kids on
love
TikTok? I mean,
Oxy
again,
Pigwayner.
I don't have TikTok because
Yeah,
I'm
so-
ancient, as the Scandium would say.
It's just the way that G2 like to play. They've got a fundamental.
Then again, I
understanding
don't
of the
I
game.
don't have
And
Instagram
I think
either.
it's all come kind of top down from
Or
the way that Josh RT has been coaching Valen and the way that Valen thinks about it.
Leaf caught with a stun there, but
or many social medias.
Didn't hand over a weapon.
Exactly. It's not the biggest deal in the world. C9 are going to be able to go down to Spike. Now that should be.
As he's sticking.
All good.
All good.
All good.
You look 19 though. Holy shit, I'll take that.
Stood on top of Mound, you have a headshot.
I mean, I don't think I look old, but
Or use a gun, whichever.
so I have a bad back. No, the only thing that's like wrong with me really is I've got a bit of a dodgy ankle because I
honestly rife for punishment. The amount of teams that have just been really stretching the economy.
did my ligaments playing football once in my left ankle. But other than that, I'm pretty fine.
Right there. Good attempt at the circle.
Fantastic circle.
You want to give it another go?
Stay focused.
No.
It's live as 3 actually now. Oh no, 2.
No, still 2. Just different players.
Okay. All bang angles though being spammed out. Not too much more damage being applied. Valen, he's forwards now with the horn. Tension was diverted away from this one. Oxy tries to stand his ground, only with the trade eventually falling. Rooney's going to be spotted from that.
That's the thing, with this kind of comp, if you don't win this A fight now,
The only thing wrong with you is that you play Val.
The engagement.
That's fair. I mean, you want to come and pick up these guns, you know, you want to put this wall back up and pick up these guns. You're lacking the Omen now, so it feels like a C hit would be...
That's a lot of damage though, huge damage.
6 HP,
I mean, just
4
carved his way
HP.
right through them, but no kill to be found still.
The good old I could have gone pro if it wasn't for the pesky ankle.
I don't think I could have gone pro. No, I injured my ankle when I was
It can
like
pave the way over towards this A site.
18, I think, or 17.
At least for the back. Pit still needs to be watched just in case. Good heads up by Trent.
I could have gone pro if I was like
The calm position
a
with the
lot
flash.
faster and stronger.
Sure it doesn't get caught by that aftershock.
And Leaf will have been screaming in the comms the damage numbers that he did.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of people could say that.
3v3, very winnable right now for G2.
All super grouped up though, and Vanity still has a paranoia.
He's going to be holding for it.
Satchel out.
Still here, Satchel. Sent out flying forwards, very early. Paranoia's there, gliding, walking through, spam into it, in through the smoke. Vanity cleared up though, still Moose sticking now and a few
He gets
bullets.
any bullet
That's
and
all it
they're dead.
takes.
Yeah, so he's just
Spraying them
gonna
all
save.
down, Rooney realizing it now. Didn't get the half onto the diffuser, just got to get a bit of a move on and running.
Okay, good start for G2.
Next,
I mean, good start by Valen here. You know, played that very well with the nade coming in, with the timing of the fade
very
horn.
quickly, that snowball potential. We're going
And
back
the trade
into the
was
old
good.
hood classic.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that this G2 composition excels at, is getting that snowball online. And if they're going to win the rubble fights on top of all of that, then they could
if you're winning rubble fight with this against this comp, Gecko Breach, then they're just fucked because they don't have
for Cloud9.
the info's not really there.
Frustrated, it's another pistol and another bonus that they've given up. So similar to what went wrong for them.
I mean, they
on
were
the
playing
set.
Gecko
Stress
before
settling
though,
in.
even with the old Viper, I think.
He had hair at the start of this game.
It was playing Cypher on the map, but wasn't doing this.
Bit dangerous. Rooney spots that, surely sees it. They can't quite take the fight with
This is
Leaf
a
without
one
dropping
rifle.
down, making a lot of noise. Showed up even here. This one, Dizzy, pre-aimed and fired forwards. Now with a showstopper, Oxy wants to send this! Bloody hell, Icy. Good
Full
movement there with a
aspect over it.
satchel.
Okay, they
Nice
survived
sees
their
as
raid
well
all.
from Trent, making sure that Oxy couldn't get any further forwards. I think it might be time for Rooney to give the rifle over to Oxy. They're going to try to force this one into Jonah P.
It's a bit of a disaster round so far for Cloud9. They've got to try and convert this in some way or form. If they're going to be expending ults.
Low.
They're already losing these players. Jonah P.
Vanity's going to have a try at it.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. The strongest rifler.
Trip, punish, through the wall. Zephyr.
Oh, no.
At least through main,
Jonah on B. It's another gun.
Out through the smokes once more. That's a deep push by Leap. And being punished. It's Vanity. It's the one for the trade. 27
low
seconds
here as well,
Spike still needs to go down here. And they're scared of the util. Flying forwards now with a motion and aid. Seeking to deny this one with only 20 seconds left. There's definite opportunities, but it's Dizzy. It's going to be aimed. Snap 2, broken. No flash there for them.
When I played football in Bolivia, I played in the academy for a tier 1 team there, but then we moved to Europe and I realized how drastic the skill gap was. Then I tore my ACL surge.
Classic tropical L.
You're expending the showstopper in that fashion.
Is that good in Switzerland?
That's a huge one to get Cloud9 back.
Can you tell me why the team Young Boys plays at a stadium called the Wankdorf?
The opener
Explain that one.
Didn't look great. But Vanity managed to find his way in here, throw a nice smoke. And then Cloud9 went for another one of those flood defenses that were working really nicely on a set.
You think I'm wrong?
We've already seen one almost work on B.
No, I'll get up after this round when the show knows.
Doing a good job, and Cloud9 using the time effectively against G2.
Pre-fire almost took Jonah P out.
Yeah, I think Jonah's going to find it difficult to stay alive in some of these spots if he's going to be perma-lurking.
I do think, I'm starting to wonder, by the way, if there's more maps where you can do cameras like this.
It's either that or trap
that are kind of, you know, like on big sections of walls that you can put in a lot of areas. Like, I was thinking, what about like a Ascent A main? You know, you just put a camera somewhere in A main. You know, and just check it every so often.
Don't believe the orb is still going to be up over towards A, and Cloud9 still have control of Rubble anyway. It's doubled up.
Oh yeah, like on bind B long or something.
And Zapper.
You put it somewhere on the wall.
How did G2 clear this? Many ways to do so. Wall up, probably going to be dropping it down alongside the Horns as well. Zapper's trying to get in front of this one here. It's blinded though. Parano, I believe. Just doesn't know which time to take here. Oxy still hard committed.
Still Oxy wins the fight.
6 bullets left. Once more stands his ground, looking for the challenge, but nobody's going to be meeting him. G2. Fast move now, wrap around across the world, make their way over towards C, but it hasn't been...
TMV about to search Young Boys Wankdorf live on stream in 720p.
In fact, Moosey left the position where he was hard anchored, now still going to be trying to meet them. Doors open wide, not going to be met, and everybody falls.
I'll show you. No, I'm not going to type that in. I'm going to type in Young Boys Stadium. I mean, that sounds wrong. Young Boys, let's put FC.
And I actually really like that setup. I love Zepper's positioning. I know that he didn't really get too much out of it, but he's close enough that the paranoia doesn't do anything.
There it is, the Stadion Wankdorf.
And he's also just perfectly pre-aiming in case people swing through the wall, or when the wall drops, he's looking towards root. It's a nice setup between Oxy and Zephyr there. And Oxy, as usual, he's good for it. He's 8-2, top of the scoreboard right now. Popping off, bringing the vibes up. And he's got C9 back into things. Not opting for the rubble fight anymore, Cloud9.
No, but it's my pay G2 win.
Look, don't ask me. Ask Tropical. They're Swiss.
To take those risks. Valen is so far
Tropical's from Switzerland, not me.
It's dropped almost immediately. Rooney back with a reposition.
I think they're gambling there that it's probably the Cypher setup over towards A.
And a double hole. Oxy.
Is that one even intentional?
Firing range, man.
For a lot of players, I'd say that they got lucky, but for Oxy, it may have just been too clean ADS.
We'll find out, man, on the replay, I think.
He got past the trips.
They are still giving it to Leaf. They are still giving it to Leaf every time they take him out. No mercy being shown for the former teammate.
Yeah. Is Throw City better or Pro City?
You don't know him like that.
I mean, Throw City is more fun.
Joining in on the fun. G2 with a timeout. Important time
G2 take the timeout. They went 3-0 up. They've lost 3 in a row.
Oh, it was.
It's just disgusting.
It was a lovely
Was it ever in doubt?
reset.
Was it ever in doubt with Oxy?
He's so sharp with it.
Yeah.
And Oxy 11-2. I mean, if you are playing C9, there is just the argument of just run away from Oxy. You know, just give them the old C9 treatment.
Yeah. This is where G2 get all of their big ults online. They've got the Showstopper. They've got Nightfall, 2 massive ults to get onto site somewhere, and then a pit to try to close things out. C9, normally the best thing to do against a massive ult cycle like that is to try to force fights aggressively and deny them from even getting into the space to use those ults. So,
Pro City's players don't cry about players not being up to their standards like Pro City. That's true. That's true. Yamuko is goated in EMEA Throw City. Worship as the bronze player. And Vic as our resident silver.
Could be a really nice time to bring out a set play like that.
I know someone who does.
Like you said, with the sole goal of just trying to pull out some of the big ultimates that G2 have got. They're going to be using this timeout, you know, to discuss the plan.
Well, they're certainly not going to do something aggressive off barrier. They're really far away right now. So if you're not going to go for something aggro and try and catch them before the ults are in play, you almost need to bait them out and then play.
If C9 win, it still counts as a loss.
At least advantage.
I guess winning against a winless team because it's a new split.
No,
that's not how it works.
Side of Cloud9. Again, seeding Rubble very quickly to G2.
But it will be, I'll tell you what, that will be the case if C9 like lose every other game.
Oxy's going to be the sole holder of the rotating door. Really can't really, you know.
Why is my profile picture gay in Discord?
What is Oxy's game plan there? He's so close
it's
to the door.
root out.
Just trying to take the timing through it.
Idiot.
Sure.
Basically, it's just a free way of just getting rid of
the idea he's got in his head.
Not the brightest people.
Just about dodging it with a jump spot. Sees that it's at least part of the committal. Still wants to get inside the smoke spot just in case, not giving up the space just yet.
And I like the way that Valen calls in these spots because he always leaves a player like Jonah here so that they have options later on in the round.
That's a weird setup that you don't see off.
They can always go back over to Jonah P if they need to. And again, I'm really hoping that we end towards A because I want to see how Oxy is thinking he can outplay this.
Oxy is going to be pressured here as soon as that door is opened wide. It's not even like I can get a one-way smoke set up by Vanity. He's on the other side of the map now, so Oxy is essentially alone. And no way, no way. Oh, he's done. He's just taking the timing against them. Oh, not
only gets one. That's kind of crazy. Quick 180. Double lurks. I mean, they've planted on A.
Just in case someone was holding.
I mean, at least on the latest lurk ever.
Extension now. In for round 7. 4 versus 4 in a forward position of G2. Really trying to hold this one close. Icy.
The 4v3 that forces Icy into that.
Aftershock, press forwards. Miles away is Leaf in terms of the position on a wraparound already. And it's going to leave it down to Alan. He needs to deny and buy some time. Door effect. It really does to spoil the party. All for Leaf into this spot. Should have been a timing that they could have taken. Rooney with a defuse. Already up to half, and it's covered with moves all the way.
The ult and the 2K close things out for the Cypher on Cloud.
So, I mean, the problem is they've got like the double lurk, and then the Omen ult, I mean, even if they didn't Cypher them, the Omen ult kind of makes you wonder as well if a lurk is coming, right? So it's like kind of the worst of all worlds.
When Jonah P goes down in that spot, yes, Oxy doesn't get the second, which he probably should have done because he made the correct decisions. But Jonah P had the pit that would have been a massive post-plant addition to the way that they played this round. And then Leaf off miles away. 1 and 7, bottom of the scoreboard as well. Struggling to find his impact. Wyatt was talking about it on the desk. He's been amazing for them generally this year. Putting up 0.9 KPR in a lot of his moments on Killjoy.
It might actually, this camera might not see exactly what he wants.
And against his former team.
There's real opportunities as well for Oxy to clean up, and there's not going to be any players.
You see them opening the door, they've seen Cypher set up here, and they've seen them open the door here. So, yeah, they speed up on A and taking A.
Start to get worried. Cloud9's still going to be stacking this one with the appropriate amount
of
players.
And they have lockdown, yes. So they're going to lock down Viper's pit.
Some util now to try and slow them
there is a Gecko ult and a Razor, so you still need to take some space here. You can't just hit from tree.
In theory, maybe it could be like Aftershock Mosh, but they don't have a setup like that. So this is just going to get full value. C9 with the retake.
Giving up, and that's fast by Cloud9. I mean, rapid. Already using that paranoia, but with the pit placed down, sitting pretty.
This is going to get messy.
Gives them that cover and fire, and it's going to get very messy. Dizzy clears one way of things, and the spike isn't planted, and the wraparound occurring. That is Oxy off onto the flank. Not being watched by Leaf here, but again, there's so many opportunities for this to go this way, that way, any sort of direction. It's on a coin flip almost. Showstopper now. Let loose into the hands
Actually, TMVL boyfriend for not wishing girlfriend happy birthday on midnight. Jokes, please don't ban me. I will still sub to you. Smile.
In a 1v2 and a half, might make that difference. Nade rebounds, still with a plant down, Shorty in hand. Upgrades available, it's rampant across the board, but he knows the damage has been done anyway to Icy. Skip and a hop over the top, just did not spot Icy. Round and round we go with a timing. Oxy, who finds it?
Big kill. Big kill.
So much pressure in that situation.
Okay, Tropical, fine. I'll do it.
Oxy's favored in that kind of situation because he just has such great info about where everybody is. Icy's stuck just trying to put the spike in the ground. Putting down that pit before the spike goes down, and instantly C9 are applying pressure. Beautiful decision as well to take out the shorty towards the end. Talk it.
Yeah, Oxy is such a joy to watch, man.
This is now 5 rounds in a row for Cloud9.
Okay, 5 in a row. Back on an eco.
And 1 thrifty
feels like
round.
that. Again, they're struggling with
round 4.
With Oxy, really.
Completely changed.
Turn the tide a bit. The nade. Fallon's been pushed out wide. Still only at the stinger, so just able to get the 1. They want to pivot into B. Just as the hop-up happened, it could have been unfortunate timing. Still, it's Vanity who claims it.
The timing just isn't there. I know they're trying to fight that, but you just don't have the guns for
at this
it.
point. Almost inevitable.
And like, you need really an Omen flash for this if you want to do that.
A chokehold on the map.
Okay, C9, it's not looking good for G2. Then again, G2 have been a defensive team on Lotus. Their attack has never been amazing. When they won it in Shanghai, it was always their defense side that was good as well. So
massive amounts of pressure on these flood defenses.
who knows? Maybe they'll still have a chance. But you know, in general,
G2 are just not ready.
This isn't great.
G2 are the kind
their
of
A fight isn't good enough here. They have to commit IC in as well, I think.
If you give them enough time to set it up. They like to play
do a little like texture move where we get super aggro forward.
In optimal positions.
Do like a texture aggro this way with like a TP here as well.
And that's where C9 driving the wedge into those cracks.
That is committed by Vanity.
1v1s.
Way out in the
We're
open
just searching for it. We're
fight,
just
but with him dropping Leaf now.
That's Leaf.
Again,
just,
the options are removed from G2.
Basically,
just bullying Leaf. Playing like that, it's aggressive from Leaf. I think he's relying on his skill, which usually is great for him. But today, he just can't find it. And the C9 players
keep running. I mean, obviously 16 and 4.
Slight peek by Trent.
But that was the low player as well, so it's not the end of the world.
Was connected onto the backside player. Trouble is, can you get the
feels like they're
still?
searching for like any answer. We're just hoping that we win that 1v1 essentially.
Slide across, but it's going to be spotted out. Rolling Thunder though, not going to be allowing them to get that easy plant down. Full connection now, aftershock. Offloaded with it, flashes.
They actually survive it.
Crossing the way. This is going to be pre-fight though. No one can be caught by it, and G2 make the call to just try and stand and deliver. The fight is taken. Showstopper rocket denied. No round win for them. Another ult expended and wasted, but G2. All the resources just running out for them.
Everything is going perfectly for Cloud9 here. And all of it turned on a thrifty right at the beginning. Desperation time for G2.
That's tough.
Looking like they want to force into this one with...
G2 cooked. No, as I said, the defense side was good, but they like again, we lose 2 fights at the start of the round again, right? Like because we're just. I mean, Leaf's 2 and 10.
So well for Cloud9. Vanity's going to try to take another.
That is brave.
Okay, they finally get him. Are they going to be decisive?
I don't think Vanity would do that, except that they've won 7 rounds in a row.
So a little bit of sloppiness will get G2 back in. Forwards, you can hear the many footsteps. Leaf is going to be worried about this one, a spot that he has been known to play in before, and now, finally, makes his mark on the server with 2 dropping. Or he's finally picked up. Rooney's left alone now, opens up the door wide, but he does have to worry about a multitude of positions. At his back as well, Jonah P just a bit of patience there. Would have worked out either way still. Moose.
And that's the thing, I mean, they've lost 7 in a row, but you win the pistol.
And now tethered into place.
Yeah, you win a pistol, you win a bonus. And we can get to 7-5, we have a chance, right?
You can see a
in fact, Ascent kind of went the same way, to be real.
If they're able to get this back to a 7-5 half and, win both pistols again, then yeah. And at that point, Cloud9, I think, will feel cheated because they are in control, playing phenomenally map 2 and map 3. If they let it slip based on pistol rounds, they're going to be kicking themselves.
Vanity with
C9
the
would love another here just to make sure that even if G2 get a pistol, they're still with a fairly sizable lead in the next half.
Looks like the C site is where they want to go.
That's fantastic to use.
We have Gecko Razor here, so we're going to feel good about any
Again,
retake.
Vanity, though, taking a really aggro position. He's got the operator on a crack, hoping that Leaf will just run into this. Pure mind games, maybe reading into the fact that he's got a good understanding of how his former teammate plays, and the fact that Leaf is trending more aggressive. Oh, he's come off the angle to throw a smoke.
In the danger zone for this one. But still lands the shot.
Oh, he's inside his head.
Yeah.
It's just brutal out there for Leaf.
They dropped.
Nice
No
from
trade
Vanity,
inside
yeah.
there from Jonah P.
A nice plan.
First kill advantage for Cloud9. It's got to be full.
Still going to go for this B split.
Surely.
Trip is still here.
But in a lot of these opening engagements.
It definitely feels like it.
And Oxy, the perfect tool for the job as soon as the door's opened wide. Oh, that's comical! I see. Thought he could outplay it, but it's just waited out still with the trade, but a util in your hand, caught unaware.
That's such impeccable patience there from Oxy. What goes up must come down.
Jonah knows. No contact there off the trip as soon as it's broken. Regrouping together, but this is Cloud9. 4 players left alive versus the 2 of G2.
There is still a chance in this round if Moose or Vanity decide to contest the plant and go down.
10 seconds left.
But if they play it safe and group up together, huge amounts of utility still left from both initiators.
Thing is, the camera saw that he wasn't super aggro, and they have the Gecko again.
Early here, you can hear that thrash coming forwards. Jonah P seeks to take a timing right through, and it doubled back. Great game sense there by Zeppa. Entertainment here for Jonah P, and there's no chance, no shot, no world. No world at all.
Another knife kill.
Okay, 8-4, great half from C9.
8-4 at the half.
G2 gonna need a second pistol, 100%.
3 of those rounds that G2 got were pistol and then a bonus.
Yeah.
But they failed to convert, and suddenly the tide of the game went rapidly in C9's favor. And Oxy's done an amazing job, by the way, defending this door. It's a really unusual way of playing the Raze on this map. Not a common spot for Razes to be playing. Usually that's the Viper or the Killjoy or something like that. And he's just been immaculate with it. Ring around the Rosie in one of the rounds, pops the ult in this one. Looking great.
It's been lovely work overall. Let's send it down to the desk to break it down.
And you know, I felt like G2 were starting off quite well, and then
is this all over?
Should
I still watch? Tropical, you do whatever the fuck you want. It's your life. Enjoy it. Enjoy your life.
We'll see that Lotus won't be as attacker-sided favored, but with these kind of classic comps, Cloud9 surely have done more than enough already, getting 9 rounds on defense.
Yeah, it's actually a great point. I forgot that, you know, with the way that these maps have played out with the compositions and whatnot, this certainly does look fantastic for Cloud9 going into the second half here. And you're seeing, honestly, Bala, some great coordination here from Oxy, but also Moose has also been popping off too.
Yeah, that round is absurd. This one is too. I mean, a 1v2 with an outlaw stuck on site, recognizing that the Icy was low HP and just pulling out the shorty and making it count. Moose had great rounds. You're talking about that. Oxy's 13 and 5 right now. First kills to first deaths. He's playing phenomenally over the entire series, and carrying it through to Lotus is really important.
Yeah, and I do like as well. I mean, Brennan Sideshow was talking about it, Mel. You're seeing a different
Would
way
moving to the UK as an 18-year-old be troll for college?
A bit more, you know, kind of like holding his ground a bit more in certain areas of the map.
I mean, it's
I
cheaper.
think holding his ground, but also I don't think I've seen him like over
I wouldn't say so,
like crazy
no.
and feel like he has to overcompensate.
Yeah.
And I feel like as well in the late rounds, his flanks have been good. I think the clutches as well from him have been good, like the 1v1 with Oxy.
But it is dog shit, like I really like Fish
even
says.
as a team, when these rounds get really
It is dog
chaotic in the late round,
shit,
there's a
but
Viper ult on site,
well, it depends where you
things
go. But
always
it
just
is
end
dog
up going
shit.
in Cloud9's favor. I'm not sure if
But
that's
then
a
again,
miss from G2 or
America
maybe
might
more so just
elect
Cloud9
Trump.
capitalizing.
Yeah, just a reminder that the last time these two teams played on
So-
this map, it was G2 that beat Cloud9 13-6. And recently, G2 have only lost to some of the best teams in the world on this map, Heretics and
I mean,
Genji.
it can't.
That
If
is,
you elect Trump,
good
I mean, it can't
context
really
to
get
remember
much
as we
worse.
Get into the second half, send it back over to Brendan Sideshow.
And just to build off what
Oh,
I
look who
was saying,
turns
you know,
up
it is a
fucking
good one for
8-4
G2.
map 3.
Part of the reason they won versus Cloud9 last time around when these two teams played on this map, you know, was that them.
Is Trump that bad, Ricky?
Isolate Oxy a lot of the time for those fights, playing together.
I mean, look, I'm no
those
Biden
setups,
fan.
and it was their defensive half that they were doing most of that.
Yeah. but I think Oxy's letting the
bro.
game come to him a little more. That's what Mel was talking about. Yeah. He's not overextending, looking for the fights, but he might be forced to do it a bit more now that the sides have swapped and he's on attack.
Okay, I mean, look, if G2 win a pistol, we might be in for a long game.
To seek refuge inside the smoke.
Remember what they were looking for here.
Trump is that bad, yes.
Goes up to that corner. Sorted that vulnerability, slowed down by the turrets.
Look, as someone who has a billionaire prime minister right now,
I don't know, foresight in terms of thinking.
why would you think that a billionaire has your interest at heart at all? In just the fact of being a billionaire, you have already proven that you do not give a shit about anyone else. Like, the only people who are billionaires really are fucking psychopaths. Because anyone who is a normal human being would realize, wait a minute, I've got more money than anyone will ever need.
We were having a conversation earlier on the desk about are G2 the best team in Americas? I don't think there is a best team in Americas right now.
So why wouldn't I just fucking
but
give it all away?
Some very close games. It looks like we've still got a chance.
Fallon, go for the
close. Reposition out
Stinger
the
force
TP.
on
Should be pre-aimed, but again it's being covered. Leaf is there over the shoulder. Take to the VIP. Finally, pesky turret dealt with.
But in a 3v5 post-plan, shouldn't really be winnable.
No, it shouldn't be.
Maybe if they had upgraded a bunch of guns, but yeah, that's ambitious.
Yeah, it's just Moose going for it there. Vanity obviously Stinger in hand. So anyone looking to make sure that they can do anything.
Okay, nice retake by G2, good start.
Impeccable. So really cover any appropriate.
He's also a convicted felon.
You might think that
yes, he's a convicted felon and has done worse
you have huge amounts of utility to get into
than what he got convicted for.
But actually, I think that it's going to end up being a little opposite for Cloud9. What we
Like,
saw is that
let's be real. If Trump wins and survives, I'm gonna say, because I think honestly it's extremely likely that whoever wins out Biden and Trump dies whilst in office. I feel like it's at least 50-50 that whoever wins dies. At least. I mean, they both look like they are fucking. They're already both out of it. They're already like both completely gone, right? Mentally, they're both just gone.
Pretty clear orchestrated takedown of A-Rubble, Cloud9.
Kanye for president.
I'm gonna assume that you're joking. I think with the recent Kanye news you are. But remember when that was like an actual like thing that people said, unironically?
Places the trip though and pulls it back. I think that's going to be her potentially. Moose is low enough here. Low enough indeed.
Here we go. I told you they have a good defense there.
Trent now with the Prowler.
What an Omen flash as well from Valen. Coming back. And now we're all here. We know where you are. Jonah just can't die. He just needs to live as long as he can. Or gets a free one.
And it's Swampy, man. A bonus round win. They can't be stopped, Jonah P. And Icy. They combine their might in the end. A flawless bonus round conversion. I mean, this isn't... It's not even like you did any damage at all to it. They're going to be upgrades abound now for G2. All momentum on their
TMV
side.
for president.
I can't be president for two reasons. One, I'm not American. Two, I'm also too young, which is, I think, is a fucking crazy rule.
He's going to be kicking himself. Yeah. Yeah, brutal one. He's already hit the panic button. They've gone for a tactical timeout.
The exact same as I said.
Who said American president? Well, we don't have a president here in the UK, and I'm not eligible to run for anyone else's president as far as I'm aware.
C9 will be able to pull off a thrifty like they did in the first half. But I don't think there's any guarantees that that's going to happen.
If one can be too young, surely being too old can be a thing. I think that is a very fair argument.
Suddenly turn the momentum.
And both Biden and Trump are too old. I mean, they
like I said, I really
genuinely
feel like this initiator worked beautifully for them when they had the advantage
like
in the late round to flood defend. But when
like I wouldn't trust either of them to drive a car.
Trying to get into a site.
Like I would be like, no. Like looking at your mental state, you're not fit to be on the road.
You saw the way that
so why would I fucking give you the
slow pace?
The nukes?
Trying to push and pull the defenders. Did they have a lot of success? No, not really.
Do I think being on an eco is easy to win on attack or defense?
That is the more standard way of playing Lotus. I think this is gonna require a little bit of nuance here for Vanity's calling.
It is, yeah. Can't go all in really into these sites, not when the composition that G2's playing, we've seen it enough at this point.
Yeah.
We all know how it works, but they do have an abundance of util just to delay and deny anybody from even taking any space.
They're closer to death than retirement
when you
age.
have ults online. I mean, when you have Showstopper, Rolling Thunder.
Okay, so we're back. With G2, we're back.
maybe.
I fucking knew it would happen.
Those
That's
ults
why I
can
kept
try to get
mentioning
you
that they
through
were good
choke
on
point.
defense side.
Here, I think.
Okay,
You really want that one up on Zephyr.
Have we not put the Viper orb in here?
He's going to leave it to him.
Jonas just been sitting on that angle. He has used his Viper orb, but...
Doors being opened on both sides of the map. C9 up for the attackers, clearing out Mound, clearing out B. On the other side, G2 making sure that they've got good information on
pick
Rubber.
up an ult
And
orb as
nobody's
well.
been left inserted.
And get some damage on Vanity.
I mean, G2 have a very, very good idea where these players could be. And look at these stray shots from Trent. I mean, popping them off. Dizzy will finally push him back, but it's all util that has to be committed just to clear out this space.
That's a win for G2, right? Like, we're already coming out, we're getting some damage on. No one's died. We're getting information. 50 seconds.
Easy access. They're just being chipped down this entire time.
We're on the correct side of the map.
Oxy 52. Door opened up with 38 seconds left. What is the call and what is the decision?
Going all the way back to C. See, that's the thing. We thought about coming back to C, I think, but then we were like,
They can combo Flash Dizzy and hope that
we're
catches
just gonna
Trent.
go for a B split again.
Pivot through B.
Yeah, looks like it's been called now with the door broken up and wide. There's going to be the nano swarms. And again, look at that. To Molly, that just delays them. Vulnerability, they can't really commit past it. Oxy
okay, they
will
do
just
have to
glide
back
over
out.
now, using that satchel to try and get themselves in, but the nano swarms are just being deaded. And the plan is going to be close, tucked to the corner. Mosh pit here in. Valen has to try and evade it. A lot of damage done to him just from that alone. Maybe there's a chance here. Get themselves in, but again, the weapons are not looking good, and everybody's pushed up just into that lower section, playing under hell. Nade rebound, that is going to be huge. Pushing them forwards and about. They can't stand their ground to take these fights. And the aim's all over the place right now. Moose left alone in that 1v4.
Nice retake by G2. Didn't panic.
One, really, just for the end, but overall G2.
I mean, I'd love to see a situation like that when there's rifles on board, because I think that C9 would have a good chance of being able to win.
Yeah.
G2,
obviously the chip damage that they got earlier on in the round, and then
they'd already used Paranoia. They didn't have Horns or really Prowlers to work with.
Okay, and I see gets a Razor online.
Tools, but they did send it off the back of the nade and all swing together, so the coordination was there.
Why don't we hold an election for Pro City?
Winning rounds and getting kills.
Who would win?
Plants. They're slow
Who's
to
the
get these
most popular
ultimates
Throw
online.
City player?
Building them up.
Yeah,
I reckon
Carlos
Carlos would win.
That one's normally rapid. You almost have that instantly if you win the pistol.
Vic?
And you saw how difficult that snakebite was to navigate. I think they're going to be running into a similar stuff here. It's a really classic defense setup for Jonah P and Leaf.
Icy can play hyper committed over towards the B main. Choke still has that showstopper there.
1, 2, 3!
Tom Jack Door, thanks for the 3 months.
And util being used against him, he can just let rip the ult.
He might just ult.
I need Brent to say the number 4.
It would be bold without a second player. The Flash.
Here we go. Yeah. Sees it and does not nail it. I mean, listen.
Vote for Canada man as Prime Minister of Throw City in R. I will fight for you, the people.
Few bullets, barely alive. Wants to go for another swing of things. That was a season and A trying to be comboed up, just in case, but it misses wide.
What a timing on
They're
that
ready
from
for
China.
that as well. They've still got the nano swarms here as well.
40 seconds though.
I mean, how did that not get a
Now there's
kill?
no snake
I mean, I know
bite
it
over
did
on
like
C.
140.
There are 3 players stacked up. Ready, waiting, and double nano swarm setup still.
The read by Valen. Perfect.
30 seconds
Trying
left.
to try and get themselves in. No one is pre-aiming a haunt. Nano swarms in front of you.
Cooking them. I mean, they just have such a good read of what Cloud9 are doing.
That's from B. That's filthy.
And what is that lineup?
That's lovely stuff from Trent.
Wait, what? Was he here?
I mean, you are not ready to break that.
No.
10
When
seconds
you're
left.
focused on getting
Where the
into
fuck is he
choke.
throwing that from?
The timing on this utility, the snakebite from Jonah and the horn from Trent, is immaculate.
Yeah.
And it feels so similar to some of G2's games at Shanghai, where they don't look like they're really in control of Lotus, but they're
I
making
mean,
it
our
work,
creds are
and they're getting
literally,
the
we are
wins.
max
That's the
creds.
thing. It's almost deceiving.
won
you know,
5
because
in
you
a
look at
row.
the scoreboard and it's a even spread. It's no heavy dominance from one player. Like, you know, you see Oxy on Cloud9 top of the scoreboard now, but I don't know, they make it look easy. It's just a team play.
Yeah, I will say though, Leaf is finding his moments a lot more on the defense side now. Take a look at this. There's the haunt, goes over the top. Quite similar to the one that you throw at the start of the round over on A.
That seems hard to nail, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, the pros are good at hitting those lineups.
Yeah, just with the timings here. Flash in the face of Icy, though. Haunt not broken again. They know that there's that hard committal from Oxy out towards Rubble. He's satcheled up and around the nade, so he's actually on top of it, but no casualties.
Okay, we kind of go stalemate in the A fight, but look at this.
Cloud9, they still want to try and brute force and power their way through.
They have forced in this round, and all of that pressure has allowed Leaf to push up on the other side of the map. He does sometimes get punished for going for this, but in this particular round, he's getting excellent information for his team, as is Jonah P.
We call him for it. That's why G2 can afford to stack this one. The Thrash gives up a lot of space here for Cloud9 to get themselves in. G2.
I think as the spike is pretty far, the door has to open.
Leaf is so quick. Leaf is so fast.
There you go.
What is that? Enough reset for it. And look at the spray down the transfer itself.
I mean, it wasn't clean. Looking a bit like
Wonderful
me, but
control. Prowler sent flying
it worked well enough.
Alongside it, G2. A 2-round lead, and it doesn't feel like it's stopping. Not anytime soon. Look at the amount of rounds they've got in a row.
Rejoice, thanks for the 4 months.
Where Leaf is at.
Rip America's Stage 2 tier list.
Well, I put G2 up there. So
I think he only had something like 3 kills in the entirety of the first half here on Lotus.
G2 win, but I'm fine.
Now, on defense, finding moments to be aggressive, finding flank timings,
but 100
winning
Thieves
rounds
also
for them. 12 and 12. He has skyrocketed up the scoreboard, finding his moments to create.
What's the second game? There is no
team.
second game today. This is it. It's just Cloud9 versus G2. And Cloud9 take their second time out, 10-8. I mean, it feels like they're being read hard here. So I think you might want to run a bit more of a full default. You know, get some players out towards A, get Moose coming over maybe towards C, or flip around, like whatever. And, you know, play for a bit more of a default with maybe like some kind of B split.
Really firm grasp in terms of the macro. They always have util for the right answer.
Yeah.
Vanity is calling in terms of just expecting where his position are of the, you know, just trying to lead his team. It's Valen who's always just got the heads up. It feels like one step ahead.
We are on an eco. Just Oxy buying down the gun.
He's had 8 kills across these 6 rounds of defense.
Time to show up then. Icy once more. They with a paranoia. Vanity does reveal his position with that one. Was sent flying. Icy will have to give up that space and respect it. A little bit too much to overcome and fight.
Oh, they found the perfect time for when Trent was reloaded.
Open wide, Prowler.
Trying to add in a bit of pace.
Down to the back of the side. He is wide out in position. You still want to try and take this one. A seized delay. No connections. Cloud9 not willing to really slow this down. Move now and Oxy. Rocket there. Kill still found. Up and around. Moose. Getting cheeky with it, just trying to go for the jump spot. Why not? Go for it. Cloud9, will they finally get themselves onto the board in a 2v4 here? 2v3, G2, lockdown.
Ooh.
It's now going to be committed, still willing.
Where do they go?
The resource into this fight, and what have they got to try and destroy this one? It's
they have aftershock? No.
The mosh pit doesn't quite break it, not enough damage. Zeppa, full run around and a detainment from 2. One player left to stand out through the back, and he can just stick this one all the way. Half on it. Why not wait it out?
What a lockdown.
That was the best chance that Cloud9 had in a long
What
while.
a lockdown.
And G2 still found their way to come around behind and Leaf again with the ultimate
Oh
getting
my
outrageous
God.
value. C9 did not know whether they wanted to fight that, whether they wanted to punish the lockdown. It looked like Oxy was trying to find a timing, he just couldn't quite. And just to correct myself, as what I was talking about with Oxy before, he ended the first half on 17 kills. He currently has 18. That was the only kill he's got on the attack side.
Fucking hell, that's his only kill.
I mean, talk about G2 stopping a superstar player from getting value on one half of the map.
Yeah, they've done it again.
That is exactly what defined the last time that these two teams matched up. And the only attack side where Oxy's been able to do anything, he was playing Reyna.
What's the difference maker? Sees nade just out of the radius. We getting that
Again,
kill.
they're just going back to A, just trying to win this A fight. Committing
G2's
to
game
it.
plan, happy to give up the front section of A with this rebel control.
Yeah, it's passive from G2 though.
Someone's got to change over Cloud9.
I think one of the problems too is with the double initiator compositions, C9 are
and
playing
now we're
as a
doing the
blob
smoke. This is a bit too easy.
This
I
time
think.
they insert Vanity over towards Rubble. G2
Like,
have gone
now
for
we have
reclear strats over towards
no
Rubble,
info.
but only I think once.
No, nothing really.
It looks like they might be going for it again. If the Prowler finds anything, it did not. Vanity is safe.
Okay, it's a good pit though.
Look at the layers to it.
That's a good pit. That's kind of the control that we
just
needed.
got caught by the haunt though, I think, over towards A, and now he's being hunted.
Down, might have to commit some util at least now.
They're trying to hunt Moose
Think
instead.
twice about it. In through B though, Moose. Got that ground still.
Nice.
Look at that double face. It's rapid.
They're hunting
the answer back is there, yeah. Making sure that they can't cause any sort of unfortunate issues. Later down into the line here, over towards the A site. So Cloud9 want to go. There's an open site, but G2 are rapidly once more there waiting. Flood attempt might be on the cards. They've already dropped down, doubled up into pit. There is an aftershock. We'll push them forwards. Oxy up and above the ropes. He wasn't set up for an easy fight there. Zephyr has to stick to plan. He was out of the fight while that was occurring, and still, how did Cloud9 hold on? They've lost control of the site. The positioning is no longer theirs. Fault line seeking to redeem themselves. Horns over the top and really easy for the damage. And that flank attempt wrapping around Vanity. It's his job to contain. Finds it.
Shot.
One to the dome, enough to shut down Jonah P, and now two left to stand here for G2. Maybe it's doable once more. Vanity already with a spot reveal.
Oh,
Rooney
no.
toppled. Vanity, it's his own making. The smoke toppled into his face just so he can get that free line of sight with the spam down. Hound, but
And now they win another 2v3. Cloud9, it's falling apart.
What a comeback from G2 this has been.
Holy fuck.
But for C9, they can't win even when they have advantages, even when they're set up.
Every
That's a 3v2
situation.
with triangle crossfires all over
I mean,
the place.
great idea from G2 at the start to get that first kill.
It feels like a classic C9
And
choke.
really, they got a kill from
It
an
really
aftershock
does.
and that Rooney spam.
Because they're getting themselves into spots they just can't convert, and they're losing so many important, crucial fights. I mean, Trent just barreled through them.
Unlucky.
And that is so much
And
frustration.
when I say
on his
unlucky,
face.
what I mean is
Look
not that
at
good.
that streak of teal in the timeline.
There's no stopping him. G2 with that hyper discipline, and now the crossfire setup as that stun connect. Spam! Valen tried to maintain his composure, tried to play it cool, but eventually the bullets did the job.
That's a huge advantage.
Okay,
Like,
nice
paranoia
start.
gone, smoke's gone, none of that available for any
What do they do?
potential
They're gonna
retake.
push
You have
all the
free
way
shot to
down,
get
eh?
into a site. Keep it cool.
Level up by G2, they want to trying to contact peek into this one. Oxy's found, Dizzy, Molly at the feet, they want to commit! Vulnerability applied! And Vanity barely survives!
Vanity on 7 as well.
They kept Rooney alive, and they've got good information from Moose's ult. They know that they're
So they
spread
do.
around here. Trent should be hit by the breach ult. I mean, they might not want to commit to this as well. They've still got 50 seconds.
So with a nightfall, only the one connection as well. And Flash is too deep! Two damn teams, still Rooney's there with a connection and a trade. Leaf in a 1v2, damage on the Vanity, still with the ult, into this ball!
GG.
And that's how it
They
ends!
kept shooting Leaf's
Finish
body
like that.
during the first half, and then he has just
Impeccable with the
absolutely
timing.
fucking shit on them
Taking
in
a
that
series
second half.
away like
Holy
that.
fuck.
In a classic G2 fashion.
I told you their defense side was good. The Prophet TMV comes about. Yeah, another 3v2. A 3v2 where you had Cypher ult as well, and you had Breach ult. I mean, we're playing on the wrong side. Unlucky. Unlucky, but it is what it is.
If you could change comp at halftime, how would you see the meta develop between the two halves?
What do you mean? You'd play like double duelist, double initiator, omen on attack, and you'd play fucking, double sentinel, fucking viper, omen, defense. Anyway, I need to go. So goodbye. I appreciate you all. There will be no stream tomorrow. I will be back on Wednesday. There is a game tomorrow. It's Koi versus Giants. Don't worry about it. I will be back on Wednesday for Fnatic versus Vitality. I think I might have to miss Heretic's Foot depending on what's going on. But yeah, so no no watching tomorrow, but it's not. What do you mean happy anniversary? It's not my anniversary. Zerestics. Join Throw City, England tomorrow. And goodbye.